Are set. Hey, good morning. Well, it's morning over here. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Really good to see you all. Hi. Hey, Spooky, I see you. I finally set up the membership thing, but apparently it takes 24 hours for it to be approved. So I'm waiting for that, but I finally did it. I'm an adult. I can do adult things. Anyway, so I finally did that. I'm going to try to provide whoever does eventually when the memberships do start. I do want to provide you guys stuff, so I'm going to write down ideas. Maybe if you could find me on Instagram, send me a message about what would you want as a member. I don't even know. I'm not a member with other people just because I'm poor. So I actually don't really know how it all works. So if everyone could, as a village, as they say, it takes a village, if you could help me. Anyway, it's good to see you guys. Lambretta live, is that supposed to, live moon in an hour? Lambretta's going to be live? Hell yeah. I will definitely, well, I won't be there for that. It depends on how long you're live for, Lambretta. Just because I go for, usually about 3 hours. But that is freaking awesome if you're going live, if I'm understanding correctly. Let's see, we got Martin in here. I saw Anik is making delicious food. I'm always jealous. I mean, not always. I do have delicious food too. But it's, the times that you're talking about food, I often don't have anything in front of me. So I'm just sitting there like daydreaming about delicious, tasty foods. U-Tops, good to see you. Oh, no, you're not? Okay. Well, maybe that should be in your future. I don't know. Martin, I think I already said hello, Martin. Lewis, I saw you. I don't know who I was hitting the hearts, and I don't know who was going back and forth with me, but that was me. Who else is in here? Fly Sensei, hey, what's up? Yes, okay, so I did get to everybody. Looks like maybe if I didn't say hello, please say hello. Wandering Mason, what's up? Oh, you guys are great. Hey, Jake, it's good to see you. You're making food too? Oh, damn. Well, you guys are just going to have to tease me, I guess. I'll have to live vicariously through you. Oh, live feed from the Artemis spacecraft. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a pretty amazing feat. They're going around the moon, right? I haven't done any research on it, but it's like we haven't done it since the 70s, if I remember correctly. That's pretty wild. Oh, I did, but I had to have some help from AI. I was like, what are some ideas on how to make a better cover art? Because I keep doing the same thing, and a lot of people don't like the AI images. So my partner suggested I change things up, so I tried. Looks all professional. That's cool. Thank you. Hey, TikTok, how's it going? Good morning. Blessed Gerald? Blessed Gerald. Well, thank you for being here. You can't be partly vegan. What's vegan? Let's see. Let me get my guest request up. Okay, we have one already. Hold on. Before I bring you up, I see you there. Okay, I was making sure I didn't miss anything. Make sure you guys are liking and sharing the lives. And before we get started, I did want to say, oh shoot, actually, we didn't decide what we're doing. Just keep an eye out for anti-animal use. We're not necessarily going to be live on Saturday. I don't know which day we're going to be live on, to be honest. So definitely just go check us out. You can find us on YouTube, but for right now, just go check us out. Go follow us. So you can see whenever we're live, whenever we're doing stuff. We usually go live on Friday or Saturday. I'm going to guess we're probably going to go live on Friday. So keep an eye out. This was from last time, so that's why it says Saturday on it. But please check us out. Anti-animal use. And then, let's see, where's the calendar? So this Friday, we'll also be having a vigil. So please do keep an eye out. So actually, maybe we will do outreach on Saturday. So keep an eye out on us for both Friday and Saturday, because we'll be getting close to these trucks. And this is actually a video I took. So please come check us out on YouTube on Friday and Saturday. to see, these places that we don't want to look at. This is what they try to hide from us. They put those panels there so you can't see them, but they don't take care of their equipment, so it falls apart. I mean, you can tell it's covered in poop. That's just poop. All that stuff coming off, it's poop dripping off. They're just totally covered in their own poop. It's terrible. Anyway, shall we get started? I'll put my background back up. Appreciate y'all being here. 18 and older only. And I just want to know why you're not vegan. Veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of fellow sentient beings, and just recognizing they're a someone, they're experiencing life just similar to us, or they're having their own experience, I should say. And they care about their lives just as much as you and I do. And so I want to know, why aren't you vegan yet? And maybe it's something you haven't thought about, and that's totally fair. But let's talk about it. If there's something still holding you back in your mind, some reservation that's keeping you from living in alignment with your own principles. All right, let's start bringing up guests. You've got to be 18 and older. If you're not 18 and older, I will drop you. I don't want to talk to kids. It's creepy and weird. Go ask your mom or your guardian why you shouldn't talk to strangers on the internet, okay? All right. 827-1919011. Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Honestly, I like the taste of, like, I'm not trying to be like disrespectful. I just honestly prefer the taste of animal meat.
Well, so like, what is veganism? Do you know? I don't know if you heard me say the definition.
I don't know that, like, I didn't understand, like,
That's
I wasn't
okay.
listening when you said the definition.
That's okay. So veganism is this ethical stance that I don't want to demand others be enslaved or used without their consent for me. So I, go out of my way. I make sure that I'm not demanding someone's exploitation, because if I was the victim, if I was the one being exploited, that's what I'd want my oppressors to do, is to stop and to be diligent about avoiding demanding my exploitation. Does that kind of resonate with your own principles? Was that maybe not clear? Maybe I still used too many
No, I
words.
still understood. I understood what you said.
Okay. Does that align with your own principles? Not demanding someone's slavery?
Yeah, no, it does.
Yeah, and it's fine. I do hear your reservation on the word someone. So the reason why I use the word someone is because animals are sentient. We have, scientific evidence to back that up. So they're having their own subjective experience. There's an individual making unique preferences in there. And to me, that's a someone, right? That's an individual experiencing life. How could that not be a someone?
Do you like, so I wouldn't think you would drink cow milk because it's exploitation of an animal, but
yeah. Well, do you know why?
You drink because the exploiting them for a
yes, there is exploitation,
the
but do you know exactly what that exploitation is? Like, what does, even on the nicest farms, what does a cow...
Taking away their milk.
Say again?
Their milk.
Right, so a cow produces milk like a human does because she's a mammal. Why do mammals produce milk?
Not sure.
For their babies. Like, a human woman only produces breast milk after she's given birth.
Yep.
Yeah, so cows are very much the same. They even have a 9 months pregnancy. Do you think that the cow, she decides she's going to get pregnant, or do you think the farmer decides for her?
The farmer.
Yeah. Do you feel like that would be fair?
No.
Yeah. So like after that 9 months pregnancy, after she's forced to be pregnant and have a baby, they've actually discovered that, especially dairy cows, but cows in general are very maternal. They care about their young, and we separate them because we want to sell the milk, right? The milk is for us to put in our milk, coffee, and cereal. In our cereals and coffees and whatever. So what do you think happens to the baby if they're a boy?
Not sure.
Well, they're either unalived immediately, or they're raised for maybe up to 2 years to be turned into some kind of cheap beef product. they can live to be at least 20. And they're often referred to as grass puppies, so they're very similar to dogs. They like to play with balls, they like to cuddle. They're very social creatures. So that's why vegans don't consume milk, because you're forcing someone to have a family and then you're ripping that family apart. And then the even worse, so dairy cows are probably one of the longest lived of the animals that we use. They live to maybe 6. And like I said, they can live to be 20. But we take
Yeah.
their life at 6 because when you demand someone be pregnant over and over again, their body starts to not be able to hold together, and they call them downers. They can't stand up. Or if their milk production declines, or if they don't get pregnant, then they're sent to slaughter. They lose everything. Does any of that sound fair?
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
get what you're saying.
Yeah. So
Um,
that's all veganism is just recognizing that this isn't fair for them and I don't need to demand it.
so do you drink like almond milk and like
I don't drink almond milk because it's kind of watery in my opinion. It's not my favorite. I like oat milk. You can get
do you know
different things.
the uh process of almond milk?
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
how
I
the
know that trees take a lot of water, and I know that specifically like in California, those almond fields take a lot of water. But I hardly ever eat almonds. Like it's only
Yeah.
if it's something that someone added on top of something. I don't like seek out almond products. You don't need to eat almonds to be vegan.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
Just to like not on the water part on so the other process of almond milk,
Hmm.
it takes around I think it's 12 months of pesticides. So they
Hmm.
literally to keep them so not all almond milk, but most organic or almond milk. The process is using pesticides to kill
Yeah.
a lot like anything around it
Do you,
to
oh, sorry.
no, you go.
Do you think that we should try to reduce that if
Yeah,
insects are
yeah,
having
for
their own
sure.
experience? I agree. I agree.
Yeah, just
So
because
oh,
no,
go
you
ahead.
go, sorry. No, no, no,
Well,
no, no, you go.
oh, all I
Sorry.
was gonna say is I do agree. I hate pesticides.
Yeah,
When I grow my own stuff, I don't use pesticides. I don't live out of my garden or anything, but
yeah,
like I don't like pesticides. Is what I'm trying to say. I need
yeah,
to eat though. I don't have enough land to be able to grow. Like I have a tiny little plot that I rent, and I don't even know what's in that dirt. But so I have to eat something. I do think that there is justification. I still think it's immoral, but there's
yeah,
justification to protecting our crops. It's not inherent that animals are going to pass away in fields. They do come into those fields, but they come in on their own volition, and the farmers would prefer if they're not there. So we can work on as a group, as a
yeah, yeah,
species, we can come together and change how we grow crops. We can reduce crop deaths to nothing, but we have to be focused on that. Right now, nobody in the farming community is vegan. If we talk to more people and more people become vegan, they put that principle into their work. And there are other techniques to farming. There's actually a style called veganic farming. There's alternatives to fertilizers that aren't petrochemicals or animal feces. You can make what are called green manures. So just different plants composting together can give you certain strengths of nutrients for the soil. So there are solutions to farming without animals.
yeah.
Um, and then again, with the pesticide use, we actually use like, I don't know how many times more, but it's definitely more pesticides on crops grown for the animals that we use. They just
Oh
blast
yeah,
them. So if we're worried about pesticides, we should stop farming animals because we spray the most pesticides on their food.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also like I don't think I'd ever be vegan. Like not in I don't mind people that are vegan. The one thing that really confuses me
Hmm.
is the vegans that choose to buy fake meat while being vegan. Like
Why
it
does
just
that?
confuses me
Okay, so it just
because
confuses you.
like it's because it's like I know there's different types of being vegan. Like there's um fuck my brain just keeps fucking
That's
up.
okay.
No,
There are
I can't.
people that call themselves vegan and they do it for different reasons like environment or
Yeah, yeah,
health. I
yeah.
wouldn't call them vegan. The word vegan was actually coined by Donald Watson. Donald Watson? Donald Watson in the 40s, and it is the
Yeah.
ethics. It's about the ethics. It
Yeah,
has
ethical, that's
evolved
what I was
over
trying to
time.
think.
People have adopted it to mean just avoiding animal products. But the
Yeah, yeah.
original term does come from ethics. Um, the reason that, actually, I already forgot your question. What was your question?
Oh, I was like
Oh, the fake products.
the fake, like the what's that
Yeah,
meat?
like
Like
Beyond
the fake
Burgers
meat.
or Impossible.
Yeah, yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like all the fake meat with all these random like supplement. It's just
Well, they're not
it's
really
like
random.
I
I
don't
know
mind
that
the
they're talked
ethical.
about like that, but they've been shown to be comparatively or relatively healthier than the
Oh yeah,
animal-based
yeah, yeah,
counterparts.
yeah.
And there really isn't that weird of things in there. Like there's pea protein, there's I forgot what it is that they use as a binder, but it's all like it's just plants. It's nothing toxic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't suggest eating processed burgers every day, though, of course.
Mm,
But the reason why vegans consume those products is because they want to be a part of culture, right?
mm,
We're human. We still like flavor. We still have nostalgia, and those products provide a way to have those moments without demanding someone lose everything.
yeah. With the like, I get like ethical reasons, and also like choice. Like, I don't mind if you're vegan. I just don't see myself vegan. Like, I don't think animals like the chickens should be in those tiny little cages, and like
Yeah.
it's not the best way. But
Yeah. So
I
you,
don't
you don't
see
like
myself as
factory
all
farming,
like,
right?
yeah, I don't like. I want them to be on a nice field and like have like free range. Like that's I would love that.
Is
I
that
don't
is
like
that because you're worried about the end product, or is it because you care about their experiences? Like they shouldn't be
more
abused.
experience.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Their experiences matter more than our benefits. Can you think of anything though that we actually need from animals that we can't get from other sources that would
Uh,
justify, taking everything from them, even in the best case scenario?
there is like a lot of like supplemental ways to get other things, but meat for protein reasons, meat is the highest protein like has the highest protein content
Well, if
for
you
the
look at
smaller
if you look
parts of.
so you're not limited in your food by weight, right? You don't say I eat so many pounds of food a day. You eat so many calories of food a day, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So what you should really look at is protein per calorie. And you're going
Yeah.
to find that plants have more protein in that sense because they're not as laden with fat and cholesterol like animal products are. But even if you had to consume more plants to meet your protein needs, which you can easily meet your protein needs without eating a ton of food. There's a lot of high protein vegan foods, especially today. We live in the era of protein right now. But you can get everything you need, even if you had to eat a little more. What do you think? Who has it harder? You eating a few more vegetables or the animal that's walking to their death?
Um, Probably the animal.
Yeah, exactly. And we forget that because we don't see it, right? You go to the grocery store and all you see are these images of it looks like consenting animals, right? They're happy that wherever they're at, they're giving you whatever it is that you're purchasing. But that's not the reality. The reality is they're tricked and forced to lose everything. Uh-oh. Well, that was good timing. I gotta block this a-hole is showing me his junk for some reason. Ugh. Gross. I don't know why people feel the need to show me their stuff. Well, I'm sad that guest left. I hope it was an accident. Like maybe you just dropped a phone call or something. But anyway, go check out my resource, antianimaluse.org. It has a 3-minute documentary. I was going to ask you to watch it. And just ask yourself, if it was puppies, would you feel that same apathy that, you're not going to change? Like if you found out all the meat products in the store were dog, are you going to just keep eating dog, or you're going to stop? Eat the alternatives that are available. All right. Let's bring up our next guest. I appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you're liking and sharing. Hey, Waffle Eater, are you over 18?
Yo, so I asked my mom, okay? So, is it okay?
You don't sound like you're over 18. I need you to answer my questions first. Let's take a look at the chat real quick. Seitan has more protein than any animal food. That's true. It's because it is protein. Seitan is the protein of flour, for those that don't know. You can even buy a bag of flour and wash the flour to get the protein from it, so you can make seitan, which is the basis for wheat meat. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Jason. I keep forgetting to do that. I need to share the link. Thank you. Really do appreciate you reminding me, because that would have sucked. Awesome. So anybody in the YouTube chat, I see that I have another request. I'm pretty sure I've had you up before. Let's see. Link to, oops. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I keep hitting multiple buttons. Okay. Sorry, I hit multiple buttons there. All right, so I put it in the chat. Let me pin it. Request on over if you're not vegan and you think you have a good excuse for not being vegan in 2026. You, not anybody else, but you, please come up, request. Hit that link and request up. It'll bring you to my live, and you'll see these icons where there's like two people kind of layered over each other, little pink and blue icons. Click on that, and that should request you up. Awesome. Yeah, thank you guys. Oh, hey, Mason, welcome back. Let's see. I see Fusarium, venenatum. I cannot say that. Is a fungi that contains the same amino acids that meat has. Fungi is the first living thing on the planet before plants or animals and provides 100% of everything you need. I do agree. Mushrooms are amazing. Fungi is amazing. Like, yeah, it's a powerhouse. Soy is a powerhouse. Hemp is a powerhouse. Like, yeah, there's a lot of amazing plant foods out there, I gotta say. Plants are living. This is true, Finn, dude, but they are not sentient. Those chickens, those individuals look delicious. You want to eat these babies? They're covered in poop, first off. Did you not see that? It's like dripping off of the cages. They're covered in their own feces. They also cannot stand. They look like Frankensteins. Like, their legs are so big compared to their heads. And their little crowns, they're barely peeking out. These babies are still chicks. They're just, their bodies have grown so much faster. And they're pink and raw. Like, I don't think you understand what you're saying. Let me pull you up here a little video. This is what they, oh, you can't see it. This is what they look like. This is Foster Farms. It was lower than 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was raining, and their poop is just washing down on them. Sentient feeling beings. No different than your cats and dogs. Yeah. So when you say they look delicious, you're literally saying, feces, oppression, yum. I'm making fun of them? No, I'm making a point. I'm saying we took these sentient individuals, made them live in their crap for their whole life so that their feathers don't even, I don't know if you saw, they're pink because they have no feathers on their belly. They're all burned off from the acid of their urine and their crap. The acidity. All right, you are a fool. You've been patient. Are you over 18?
Hi, yes, I am.
Okay, I feel like we've spoken before, haven't we?
I don't think so.
Okay, I just remember your name. Maybe you just requested up and I didn't bring you up yet. So why aren't you vegan yet?
I just feel like it's just very dishonest, and the people who promote it are narcissists, such as yourself. It's quite obvious. I see you on here all the time.
Oh, so you do come to my live. So I have seen you
but-
before. Okay. So
Well,
then
yeah, you're
what
not-
is veganism? Since you've been here so many times, you should have it memorized now. What's the definition of veganism?
Veganism is an excuse to be a narcissist and be holier than
Dude,
thou.
I mean, are you just projecting right now?
You know
Are
what? I
you a
think I do.
narcissist? And
No,
you're just so embarrassed about it, you have to go point fingers at other people? Like, what do you think I'm here for?
I wish that was true.
What do you think I'm here for? What are you
I,
doing right now? What are
I
you
think you're
fighting
here.
for?
You're here to
What are you
troll.
fighting for?
You're a troll.
I'm a troll. See,
That's
this is
right.
what I'm saying. You're just projecting. What a child. That's what happens, everyone, when you don't grow up and you're just mentally going to stay a baby, I guess. Like, he says he's come to my lives multiple times, still can't remember what the definition is. That's really sad. Like, if you're going to come up here, why don't you be like informed? Like, no, I do know what you're saying and I think you're wrong. Instead, all you can do is ad hominems. I don't like you. You're mean. You're different. You look different. I don't know. I hate you. That's all I hear when you're up here. All right, the plug. Please be a mature person. Hey, are you over 18?
Yes.
What year were you born? Aw, the plug. You sat there for so long. Okay. Mr. Nobody, are you over 18?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I am. Oh, I didn't know I requested.
Oh, okay. Do you want to be up here?
That doesn't matter.
Okay. Are you vegan?
No.
Why aren't you vegan yet?
Because I love steak. It's amazing.
So just taste pleasure?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried like vegan steaks or any vegan options at all?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a really good like chicken joint that's becoming like a chain. They have a pretty
Nice.
good
A vegan chicken joint, right?
option. No, it's a regular chicken joint. They just have an option of or
Oh.
vegetarian or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun. I used to work with in high school. I worked as a butcher for a grocery chain, and my meat and seafood manager was actually vegan, which was kind of funny.
That is interesting, but there's vegans everywhere. There's vegans that work
Yeah.
in slaughterhouses.
Yeah, he was like, because it was always funny watching him like recommend stuff to customers, and it was good. I was like, this guy's never ate this stuff. He's just lying. But like, you know, his understanding was like, he's like, no matter what I do or say, you know, or anybody, you know, people are just going to choose the way they want to be.
I mean,
or
then why
what they
be
eat.
vegan, right?
Well, I mean, it's a personal choice.
Okay. Well, what about the animal's personal choice, though?
Well, I mean, if it was their personal choice, would they rise up and fight back?
Do they have
It's
to?
kind of like a food chain.
Do they have to rise up and fight back? Or does the person who knows better should stop exploiting them?
So do you think like whales know better when they go and fuck with seals?
I don't know. Do you?
They do. They're
You
pretty
know
smart.
what a whale
Whales
is
are
thinking.
pretty smart. Yeah,
Of
whales
course
are
they're
very
smart,
intelligent.
but that doesn't mean you know
They're very
what they're
intelligent.
thinking. Yes.
And then they
Prove
eat
to me that
seals
you
like
know
40
what they're
feet in the
thinking.
air.
Prove to me
They-
that whales know morality. Please go.
That whales know morality.
Hmm. Human morality. Let's hear it. How do you know? How do
So you're
you
asking
know?
of.
How do you know that a whale understands human morality?
So you're asking if one species knows the same exact morals
Yeah,
of
you
of
said that
another?
whales know better.
Yeah, wouldn't they know
so
better?
how do
But they
you
just
know
choose?
that they know better? That's what I'm asking.
How would I know? You're
How do
asking
you know
like a
that
circular
whales
question.
know to do better? How do you know that?
You're just asking a circular question.
No, I'm asking a
Yes, it
clarifying
is.
question.
It is a circular question.
A circular question
It
is
is.
like
It's
when
like
I'm
this is
saying
like
the
virtue
same.
signaling.
No, a circular question is when we're repeating it. Like when I say, "What's the difference
though.
between humans and animals and other animals?" and you say, "One's human, one's another animal." That's circular reasoning. I don't think
So
you
why
know
all
what
the
circular
virtue?
reasoning
So why all the
is.
virtue signaling?
Because there's a victim. Somebody is suffering for you that doesn't need to. They're losing
Yeah, but
everything.
you don't think like animals are suffering from where you're living at right now that have been like their
I'm
ecosystem's
vegan,
been
dude.
pushed away?
I try my best to
Yeah.
avoid that. Do you?
Where do you? So do you live in a big
Do
city?
you?
Do you
If
live
you
in a
don't
big
want to
city?
have a conversation, well, just move
Do I?
on.
Do I?
Goodness gracious, guys. Veganism isn't about perfection. I understand that existing, I'm causing harm. I'm not here suggesting everyone lose everything. By the way, I want to say thank you to those that just donated. Ben, I see you. Oh, I see. Wow, Ben, you spent $2 to troll me? Bring it. Like, what? So Ben, with all of his mighty smartness, says salt and pepper your meat 1 day before grilling. I will do that to my vegan meat. Thank you, Ben. And then Ben also says, do they have to rise up? I'm going to undo the heart there. Do they have to rise up? I will give you a heart on that one, though, Ben. That one is a good point. Do they have to rise up? No. All right, let's go back to the main. Thank you, though, for the donations. I understand that they were in a trolling nature, but, you know, I still appreciate it. So that money will go to either helping other animals or it will go to aiding anti-animal use. I haven't decided what to do with the dollars. Yeah, exactly. $2 is 3 times the vegan tax. Mighty generous of you, Ben. Oh, Anik, you're funny. I love it. Anyway, all right, let's get back to bringing people up. Anybody over here, actually, real quick? You're happy with $2? Yeah, I'm not asking for money. So if someone gives me money, that's very sweet. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. I do see that I have some up here too. I got Wicked 416 Wingman. I see you waiting there, so I'll bring you up next. Jessica, thank you for the heart. Thank you. John, thank you for the rose. I see that as well. Thank you, guys. That was very sweet. Hey, Landon, what's up? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I would have left you up. I thought we were having an okay conversation, but then you just kind of kept going on with your own thoughts. All right, Wicked, thank you for being patient. Hey, are you over 18?
Last time I checked, yeah.
Cool. So why aren't you vegan yet?
Because I'm not Greta Thunberg. That's why.
Why do you have to be Greta Thunberg to be vegan?
Okay, listen to me. Okay,
Ooh,
so
I don't
what
like
in
that.
listen. Okay, what in your right mind thinks that we should just all go vegan? Where does that come from?
Victims. Because the
The
victims.
victims. Okay. So you're saying to me that God, the animals that God gave us to eat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those animals we shouldn't be eating. So we're
Yeah.
going against what God wants. Okay.
No.
Oh, you just said yes.
No, I said no. You were gish galloping, so I was trying to go along with you, but you're going kind of fast. Yes, those are the animals. I guess I don't believe in God. You're God. There's a lot of gods.
You're an atheist.
Yes, I am an atheist. But the thing is, even if I believed in your God and your God did make the animals down here, hold on a second. I know you really want to say something, but I just want you to hear me. Even if your God made the animals for you to use, we know for a fact the animals feel that they don't want to be used and that we don't need to use them. So regardless of what your book says you can and cannot do, you don't need to do it, and the animals don't want you to do it. So what's the justification for doing it?
What's the justification of all of us becoming skinny? Because if we
What?
don't have
Am I like hella skinny? Are you calling me really skinny?
if we don't have protein
Am I
in our
really
diet,
skinny? Am I really skinny?
I don't know.
Do
Are
I
you?
look really skinny to you?
I don't know. That depends on who you ask.
Well, okay, I appreciate you not body shaming me, but
Yeah, because I'm
you
not
can-
fucking vegan.
What?
Because I'm not fucking vegan.
You're the one talking about body size.
Okay. Let me ask you this before I go over because I don't think I can listen to you if I don't make this clear. Do you support Trump?
No.
Okay, we're done. Have a nice day, faggot.
Oh God! Wow. His ego is that fragile. Well, if I'm talking to a racist, then yeah, clearly you're not going to understand animal rights. Being for or against Trump, though, has nothing to do with veganism. I know people that are for Trump that are vegan. Even to this day, still for Trump and vegan. I don't know how, but they are. And you know what? That's fine. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the animals. I'm here to talk about those victims that you make 3 times a day, right? Oh, that was funny. That was the funniest ending I think I've ever had. TikTok condom. That's a funny name. Yeah, that caller was a Nazi or schnazi. I'm sorry, TikTok. I'm sorry. Don't take me down. All these protected words. Dang, TikTok condom. I can't bring you up, apparently. It won't let me. Snow Wolf. Snow Wolf, Hey, are you over 18? Whoops.
47.
Oh, gosh. Oh, good. I love talking to adults. So,
too.
yeah. Are you vegan?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan?
I choose for my own right.
Oh, we've spoken before.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, okay.
I've been listening to more vegans and there was a lady that came across that she takes medication that is animal tested, and I know what vegan means. Exploitations of animals, like such as animals in the zoo, animal products, that shampoos and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
She says the animal's medication to her life, like a medicine that keeps her alive, is animal tested. And my first thought was, it seemed, after doing research and looking at it, it seems so hypocritical because the animals did not get a choice to say, I'm gonna be tested for this animal, this woman's needs. She's a human.
Yeah.
So if we're so
I agree.
big on
The testing was still immoral. Yes.
So, but she's also vegan. She was strong vegan.
Yeah.
And the other thing that drove me crazy was hypocritical was there was all these protests, and they were holding up people from buying milk and buying meat, but they were covered in it, pouring it all over themselves. That was
Were they
hypocritical.
taking
That's
it though
hypocritical.
from the store and not paying for it and dumping it?
Yes, they were like chained up against the things, and it was.
So they're
it was
not
pretty bad.
paying for it. They're trying to, disrupt.
Stop other people from buying it. Yes.
Right.
So
Yeah.
are you okay with the disruptors?
Yes. And I'm also okay with that person taking the medicine.
That seems so hypocritical, though, ma'am.
Well,
be
the
honest
thing
with you,
is,
because-
you can do a lot more good if you're not dead, right? So that's why I suggest taking the medicine. But what I would do personally, because that would bother me, I would not like that at all, to have to support that. I would be vocal. I'd ask my doctor constantly, hey, is there a vegan option? Is there a vegan option that hasn't been tested on someone? And just keep asking, because that's how you create demand. You say, I want something, and the producers make it.
And you're
Unfortunately,
okay with them pouring milk all over themselves? That's a waste of milk that animals
Yes.
already provided for.
yes.
And damaging eggs that
Oh, yeah.
chickens already.
Yep, I'm okay with that.
Doesn't that seem hypocritical, though?
No.
The animals didn't
You're
ask for
not
that.
giving money to the oppressor. You're hurting the oppressor. You're cutting into their finances because you're destroying their products.
Do you believe plants have lives?
Yeah.
Then
They're
how
not
could
they're
you-
not sentient though. They don't
Well-
have a brain or a central nervous system. Our
They have
current
embryos.
science.
I read that. That plants have embryos. That's how they create the seeds.
No.
Ma'am, I work.
Well, it's just not
with
true
the
unless you
plant.
have evidence. It's just you found
Oh,
something
can I
that's
show you?
fake.
Oh, I would love to show you.
Well, you
They
can
have
just tell
embryos.
me. I don't want you to turn your camera on, but you can tell me like the
Oh, I'm not
title.
going to show you. I'm not going to show you your camera.
You can
It's
tell me
just
like
that-
the title of the article, if it's an article
It's just
or
looking
the
up.
study.
It's looking up the plant life cycle. Can't you look up a plant life cycle?
Yeah, but so what is sentience?
Living, breathing beings.
Sentience is the ability to experience life, to have your own unique preferences on things. So you experience something, you weigh it out on whether you preferred it or not. And if you didn't prefer it, you try to avoid it. Right? That's sentience. Do you think plants do that?
They can decide how they can grow.
Then why do they not move?
They do move.
No, they don't. They're rooted to the ground. They don't walk. They don't decide this dirt doesn't have my nutrients anymore. I'm going to go to that hill over there. They don't do that.
You don't
Why do you-
believe animals?
don't you
you don't
think-
believe plants
Hold
have a life of
on.
their own?
Hold on. Don't you think that if they felt pain, that they should be able to move away from what's causing them pain? Do you know why we have evolved to feel?
Ma'am, you do realize that plants.
So we
also have
evolved
lives
to
of-
feel, to run away from our predators and to find food. That's why we move. We feel so that we avoid damage. Plants don't need that. They just grow a new stem. When I pick an
So the
apple, or
Venus-
if I cut a branch off a tree, A tree doesn't die, they grow a new branch.
Well, when I took out one of my plants, because I do a lot of gardening too, I do plants and animals. When I took that plant out to show some of the kids, that my kids,
Yes, you can
the
stress a
roots and different
plant.
things.
Yes, they
What,
react
you
to
know,
stimuli. Yes, but so does my
so you
phone.
can stress
So
them.
does a solar panel. Those are not
So you don't
sentient.
believe that.
I know you're
So you don't think that
frustrated. I
plants
think
feel
we're
it?
going to move on.
No, I'm
Plants are
saying,
not
man.
sentient. Plants are not sentient. And
So you,
even if they were, Snow, we feed so many to the animals that you use. So if you care about the
so
sentience and
you don't
welfare of
believe.
plants, you would still go vegan because we would greatly reduce how many sentient
Why is
plants
your
we
right?
breed into
Why
existence.
is your
Do you
way
notice
of
how you
eating?
can't listen to a goddamn thing? You just have to
Because
start talking at the end of my statement. It's ridiculous. Plants do not feel, and you're dying on this hill, which is hilarious. It's against your options anyway. Oh, plants feel, I can't eat them directly, but I'll feed them to the animals that I eat. What? Shut up. God, you're a rambler. Yeah, you. You're glad you eat steak, so you're glad that you cause the most amount of harm that you can. That's what you're trying to say? It's my right to cause as much harm to others as possible, damn it. You sound like a YT supremacist. It's my God-given right to rule over the others because I'm better. No, you're not. You're honestly not that intelligent. I'm sad that you are a professional working in some field. You should really be more educated. As Dark, are you over
Hello?
18?
Yes, I'm 21.
Okay, why aren't you vegan yet?
Many reasons.
Okay,
And
what's
I'm
one of
actually
them?
against veganism.
Well, name one reason to be against veganism.
It causes it kills animals, actually.
Yeah, veganism isn't against unaliving, right? Being alive, you and I just existing is going to cause harm. You walking out on the sidewalk, you might step on a bug. Veganism is about not demanding someone's exploitation when you can avoid doing so. In other words, I don't want to demand someone be enslaved for me. Does that ring true to your own principles?
I have a question.
Do you agree that you shouldn't demand someone's enslavement when you can avoid doing so?
Someone as a human?
Sure. If you want to start
Yeah,
there.
I would agree. Yeah, I would agree.
Why? Why should you avoid demanding a human be exploited for you?
Because my set of morals
Can
tells
you
me to.
explain? Tell me why it's wrong. Let's say I'm about to get a slave. Talk me out of it.
You're burden shifting right now.
Talk me out of getting my slave.
Because I personally believe that every human has some value.
They have inherent value, right? They care about what's going to happen to themselves.
But wait, now I know
Oh,
what
that's
you're
not
trying
why
to do.
slavery is wrong?
Wait, did I say that?
That's not why slavery is wrong?
Wait,
It's not,
when did I
you're
ever
telling me that it's not wrong to enslave people because they care about what's going to happen to themselves? There's some extrinsic reason to not use people?
I actually just said that humans have value.
Yeah, but I agreed with you, and I said, yeah, they have inherent value, which means they're born with this inseparable care for their own life.
Can you justify veganism?
Dude, you can't even follow. Do you know what inherent means? Is that why you're running from the
Inherent, yeah.
statement? It means
Yeah,
that you're
inherent.
born with. It's not separate. You can't separate it from the individual who's born. They have inherent preference to live. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. That's why human slavery is wrong, because they care about what's going to happen to themselves. They're sentient beings. Other animals, guess what? They're also sentient. They
Even
also
plants
care
are
what's going to
sentient.
happen to plants are not sentient. They don't have a brain or a central nervous system. They don't make preferences.
Do you want the paper? I could literally
Yes,
tell you
please list the paper. And while you're looking for it, look up Debunking a Myth, Plant Consciousness. It goes over the last 50 years of studies. So not just one study, 50 years of studies that look at plant sentience. All those studies that say,
Wait,
oh, I talk
sentience doesn't
nicely.
refer to having a conscience.
Sentience is having a unique experience, a subjective experience of life. Plants don't have the organs necessary to express sentience. Even
No,
if,
no. You don't need
shut
organs
up.
to be.
Listen, even if your plants were sentient, the animals you use eat way more than any one person can consume. So we're breeding more sentient plants to shove down the throats of the animals you're going to exploit. So you're increasing your harm. Even if plants are sentient, you should go vegan to reduce demanding more plants being born to be hacked down and fed to animals. Do you understand?
Okay, wait.
Do you understand?
Can I clarify before I say
don't
I
know.
understand?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand what you're saying. You're saying that we should eat the plants so the animals wouldn't consume the plants itself. Correct?
Exactly. We
So
grow more
wait.
plants for the animals.
Okay.
If we stop farming animals, we reduce our ag land use by 75%, and at the same time we can feed more humans.
Wait, the claim you just made, what study is it from?
It's called Reducing Food's Environmental Impacts Through Producers and Consumers. Reducing foods.
Okay, I found it.
It's the largest meta-analysis on the subject. They found that we dedicate 83% of our current agricultural land to raising and feeding animals. So if we stop farming animals, we could actually grow food for people, feed more people than exist right now, and still have land to rewild.
I actually have an argument against that.
Okay.
So there was a research published in the Journal of Agriculture and Environmental Ethics. And they found that crop farming kills around 7.3 billion.
Veganism is not against unaliving. We went over this.
So you're okay with unaliving animals?
Yes.
So so what's your issue with example me eating a steak right now?
Because you exploited somebody.
You're assuming that I exploited him.
You have to exploit them to steal their muscles.
No, they could have been
Exploitation
dead.
means to use unfairly, and they are definitely not unalived when you get them. They will not sell flesh that the animal was already dead. It's illegal to do that. So every time you buy animal products, it was an animal whose life was taken at a fraction of their potential lifespan. Always.
That's a presupposition, but okay. And
what?
Also, would you be vegan if supplements didn't exist?
No. Let's go back. What did you just say?
I said that's a presupposition.
Please
You're
define that.
presupposing
Please
that my
explain
steak.
what you mean.
Okay, so what I mean, you're assuming that the steak itself did not come from a dead animal. The animal had to be killed, then picked up.
It's illegal. Did you hear me? It's illegal to sell flesh from an animal that was unalived from some other way. A farm, you have to have the animal slaughtered in a licensed facility to sell the flesh. That's the way the law is. You can't unalive an animal and not have a licensed place that you unalive them in and be able to sell the flesh. You can't do that. So they have to be unalived in a certain standard way. They're always going to be a fraction of their lifespan.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you get your animal flesh? Tell me that.
I buy from the store, or
Exactly.
I get it from a farmer.
Exactly. So that animal was definitely taken at a fraction of its lifespan. Do you think that's fair?
Is it fair?
Is it fair?
No, maybe yes, but probably not.
Yeah,
But
it's not
just
fair.
because
Would you
something is
tolerate
not
that?
fair, wait, just because something is not fair, that doesn't mean it's bad.
Yes, it does. It's
Can
not
you
fair.
justify
That's
that?
bad. Why is
wait,
that? How is
justify
being
that.
unfair ever the right
Please.
thing?
Please justify that.
Give me an example where being unfair
Wait, you're
is the right
burden
thing.
shifting. I asked you
You're
to
not
justify
answering.
that.
No, you're asking me to do something you can't even do. Tell me an example of where not being fair is the right thing. Go ahead.
Okay, can I speak?
I said go ahead.
Okay, So I asked you a question, and now you're burden shifting, and you're
My God. I'm trying to say that you're kicking dogs for fun. It's unnecessary. You can eat something else. You can wear something else. You can watch something else. You don't need to use animals. There's no reason. And all you're doing is sitting there like, no, I want to be able to punch dogs as punching bags. I want someone to farm dogs till they're maybe a year old, slit their throat, hang them upside down, drain them, and then they're a great punching bag. That's what you're doing. You're literally saying, I want an optional product. Turn that someone into a something so I can lick their insides and drink their blood. It's terrible. Would you want that done to you or your family or your friends? No. Why would it be okay for them? Hey, fishing with your mom. Are you over 18? Oh, I see. Yes.
Look at this. Yummy.
Yeah.
Yummy, yummy.
I know you're eating your own brain. Your own brain must be delicious. My God. The rot is starting young. Ted, are you over 18?
Yeah,
Why aren't you vegan yet?
because I'm a farmer.
Okay. So, what is it? How is that stopping you from being vegan?
Because I'm selling the beef.
I mean, if anything, you're in the most powerful position. You should go vegan.
I know, but I need to make my money.
Well, you can make money in another way. Is that really what's stopping you? Like if I gave you a solution to still be able to utilize your land in any way that you wanted, but away from using sentient beings, would you then go vegan?
Well, I mean, you can try, but any way you use the land, something's going to have to die.
Well, what I'm asking you is if I gave you a solution to using your land in some other way, would you take that solution and go vegan?
Well, it depends if it makes more money than what I'm making now.
Okay, well, there are a couple of resources. I'll leave them with you right now, just to begin with. There's Viva Farming. There's also Transformation. And the last one, which is probably my favorite, is the Ranchers Advocacy Program. That one's put on by Rowdy Girl Sanctuary. They were
I don't think we do that
ranching.
in the UK.
Say again?
I don't think we do that in the UK.
They might still be able to help you, though. I know that Renee is she's very motivated to help people that are farming animals, specifically ranchers, in fact, to steer away from using animals because animals don't deserve that. So if that's genuinely what's holding you back, those would be the resources. But I get the feeling there's something else there. What else in your mind makes you think it's okay to do this to other animals?
Well, animals are bred to be killed.
Okay, so if I had two humans and I made them mate because I wanted the perfect slave, does that mean that it's moral now for me to use their baby because I put that purpose on the baby? They're a slave now. Does that make it moral? Because I bred them to be a slave?
Well, no.
I agree.
If you think about it.
Why do you... I agree with you. Can you tell me why that's not the case, though? Tell me why I shouldn't put my purpose on that baby, even though I bred them for a reason.
Because it's got a conscience. It knows what it's doing.
It has its own, they have their own purpose, right?
But a cow doesn't know what to do. If you left a cow by itself...
What makes you think a cow doesn't have their own purpose?
Because I've got a load of them and they're all idiots.
Well, a lot of humans are idiots too. That doesn't mean they don't have their own purpose.
But they know how to live.
That's not true. There are many humans that will need to have someone take care of them the rest of their lives. Can I exploit those humans?
Well, no.
Why not?
Because then you're a psycho.
Okay, what makes me a psycho?
All right, yeah, I'm not gonna... I know where you're coming from.
Yeah, I'm saying that we should respect others regardless of their intelligence or what their awareness is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So also, if you don't kill the cow for food, there will be no cows.
What if you just don't breed them into existence?
Well, then there won't be any.
What's wrong with that?
Well, you don't want animals. You don't want sheep. You don't want cows.
You know that the leading cause of biodiversity, the leading cause of the death of biodiversity is animal agriculture? So because we have these 5 animals, you're wiping out all the other wild species.
It's not just
In fact,
Um,
30%,
animal agriculture.
30% of our agricultural land, 30 is dedicated to just cows. 30% of our land to just cows. That is ridiculous.
It's because cows give off a lot of food.
Yeah,
More
but they
food,
take
more
a
protein.
lot of resources. They eat way more plants than a human does. Eat the plants directly. If we stopped feeding and raising animals, we could feed more humans. We could, at the same time of feeding more humans,
can't
allow
just
land to
feed
rewild.
humans
We could feed
can't
the
just feed-
world. We could actually
just feed
end
a
world
human
hunger if
grass.
you stopped raising animals. Because of you, there are starving children.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works.
So how do you feed the animals?
With grass.
Oh, they feed on the grass year round, do they?
Yeah, mine do.
Bullshit. I don't believe you. It is
What else
such
do
a
you think
rare
is going
case for a farm to be able to have their animals out on the field year round. They often
No,
have to
that's
bring
not-
them inside and they have to feed them food that they harvested.
Which is grass.
Who cares that it's grass? You still had to harvest it. You
Well,
had to
still
take
feeding
up
them.
land to farm it. That's the point. You don't need to do that. You can stop.
All right, then. If you do that, what else you do with the land then?
You feed, you could grow mushrooms, you could grow peas, beans, something
just-
else.
You can't just grow stuff on certain sites.
You can though. See, Ted, in the
can't.
beginning, I gave you a solution. Obviously, I don't know your land. I don't know what your land is best for. I gave you 3 sources to find people who do know how to help utilize your land so that you can still make an income, but not enslave someone. That's the point. I can help you make money, but you need to stop enslaving others.
I haven't enslaved anyone.
You've enslaved the cows and probably other animals, I'm sure.
No, just cows.
You don't have chickens, you don't have pigs.
Nope.
Wow. Most people have multiples. But nonetheless, like the point is, what if we traded those cows out with humans? Would it be fair?
No, they won't probably make.
Is
as
what
much
you're
money.
doing, would it still be considered humane if it were humans?
No.
Why?
Because they're people.
That's begging the question, why would it be wrong to farm humans?
Why would it be normal to farm humans?
I mean, we did at one point, but why do you think right now that it's immoral to farm humans?
Well, when have we ever farmed humans?
Slavery. We literally bred slaves. It actually happened.
But we didn't kill them and we didn't eat them.
Oh my God, we fucking did. Are you kidding me?
When have you? Where have you seen?
We would string them up. Are you joking?
Yeah.
They
right, but we
beat
didn't
them
eat
until they were gone.
Yeah, but we didn't.
Yes.
Eat them.
So that did happen. We bred them and then we took their life. Yes, that did happen.
Right.
Do you think that's fair?
Well, I just don't know where you've got.
Do you think that's fair? Regardless of if you think it's real, do you think it's fair?
Well, no.
Exactly. Why is it not fair?
Because they're people.
Oh my God, you're begging the question. This is what terrifies me about a lot of people. They literally cannot verbalize why we respect each other. This is how racism grows because people are
Where's
ignorant to
racism?
why we respect each other. That person that you're trying to enslave has their own purpose. They care about what happens to themselves just like you. You care about what happens to yourself. You don't want to be inconvenienced by being enslaved. You don't want to be beaten. You don't want to be forced bred with someone that you're not attracted to or love. That's what we're doing to other animals. What makes it okay to do that to them?
Because the people need feeding.
They can eat plants. What do you need from animals that you can't get from other sources?
I know you could get stuff from sources, but there just won't be enough.
So then what justifies enslaving someone when you can use something else?
I know, but let's say if you have a really dry year, no crops grow. The people
So
starve.
what? How do you feed the
Then-
animals? If crops aren't growing, you can't feed the animals.
We can.
How? What are they going to eat?
Grass. People can't eat grass.
Oh my God, dude, you just said crops aren't growing. You just
Yeah.
said it.
Grass can grow.
Grass
instead
is
of
a
other
crop. Are you
Not
really?
really.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
come on, dude. Grass is a crop. They grow it in
Yeah,
big
but
monocrop fields. It's
grass
a
can
crop.
grow
So
better
you're
than
telling
crop.
me crops aren't growing. I'm saying, what are you going to feed the animals? You say crops.
I said grass. Grass can grow
Oh my
better than
God.
crops.
Okay, we're moving on. Someone doesn't
Oh,
understand that a crop is a crop. Like, what the hell is happening right now? Like, what? Hey, what's up, Lori? Oh my gosh.
I just had to laugh at that one.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Like, they eat crops. Oh, but you just said crops don't grow. But no, but grass, that's a crop. They're gonna eat that. That crop will still keep growing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God. I don't know, dude. My grass, when the sun gets too hot, it burns to a crisp. You know?
Yeah.
It's grass is very sensitive. I don't think it's as tough as he makes it claim, or he claims it is.
No.
Oh my! In fact,
There are
here
different
in
grasses, but not the kind that they eat. Not
up
the
in my
kind that
corner,
cows eat.
up in my
Yeah.
corner of the U.S., there's actually grass farms. My grandma was best friends with one. We would go visit their farm. They had all these massive fields of different types of grass, and they're trying to get the grass to be more resilient to climate change and pesticides and whatnot. So it's like we can do the same thing to our crops, the human crops. So anything that a grass can survive through, we can grow food there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How are you today?
All right. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm feeling
A
better.
couple crazy people up here, huh?
I mean, it's just par for the course, right? That's just what's going to happen.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, bring somebody else up, man.
Let's do it. All right, Alex.
What's going on?
Hey, are you over 18? Oh, hold on one second. Actually, I muted you. I didn't mean to. Hold on one second. I did want to check something. I thought I saw. Oh no, never mind. I thought I saw a message in my chat, but it's just people waving. All right, go for it, Alex. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Well, because the vegan lifestyle is not preferred for my area. It's not something that is sustainable for my area.
Have you tried?
It's not really an option considering that I don't have a grocery store for an hour and a half, and that's at Dollar General.
So you don't ever go to that store?
I do, but they have no vegan options.
Do they have beans?
Let me rephrase that. That is probably the only vegan option they have.
Do they have rice?
Rarely.
Do they have fruits and vegetables?
No.
They don't have fruits and vegetables?
Not unless you count the canned stuff, and that stuff's got as much poison in it as anything else on the world.
What? Why does canned stuff have poison in it?
Because you know how processed that stuff is, how horrible that is for you.
Canned food?
Yeah.
They just put it in the can.
No, it's cooked and processed. It's
okay. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
I prefer foods that I've processed myself so that I know that it is just.
If you're out in the middle of nowhere, you kind of have to prep, right? You can't just be eating only animals. There's got to be something else you're eating.
I've got my little farm.
Okay, so you grow your own plants.
Yeah.
So just grow plants.
Well, problem is, I can't grow enough to feed my family of 5.
How do you feed the animals?
I don't have animals. I have what nature provides around me, such as the deer, the squirrel.
Oh, so you're hunting?
Yes.
Okay, so you're hunting and farming plants.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I would just order beans online.
I can't do that,
Why?
year round, and
why not?
Still provide for the family that we need.
Of course you can.
No, because I'm hunting on my back.
That's not what I said, though. I said you could just order beans. Why can't you order beans?
Because if I were to do that, that would cost a lot more than
No,
what we.
beans are cheap. You get really cheap beans. Really cheap beans.
And you think that beans on their own will be able, beans and rice on their own will be able to.
As long as you mix like a legume with a grain, you'll get all your amino acids. I would suggest that you keep eating the plants that you grow. So like if you eat the vegetation you grow and then you eat beans and rice with that, yeah, I think you'd be okay.
We tried that we tried just eating what we grew and supplementing with Dollar General beans, and we all lost about 10 pounds that summer.
Well, you need to eat more beans then, I guess. Or you can add oil or fat.
Which I'm going to get from...
Yeah, but that's someone. They need their oils and fats to live.
And I need their oils and fats, their
You
bone.
don't. You don't. You have other sources. You have alternatives.
Not really, no.
Yeah,
Because
you
I
do.
don't have
You have
the time to
options.
put
You do.
into
You're just
growing.
denying it because it's convenient for you, but you actually do have options.
So we as people, you and I, have enough time to grow our own cotton and make our own clothing.
I mean, that's actually a very privileged thing to be able to do
that's
all
not
that.
something we can do.
That's
That's
okay. I'm not
why
asking
it's
you to make your
easier.
own clothing. I'm asking you to order beans online
But just eating
or any
eating
legume. You could
beans,
eat pulses. You could eat anything.
but just doing that is not going to give. Again, I'm going to have to spend more money that I don't have.
No,
to
beans are
do
hella cheap.
again, but I can't right now for about 50 cents a month. I can feed my family meat for that whole month.
That's not true. You have to maintain your license and maintain your equipment.
But
So it's not cheap. You're not including all of the costs. You're not including also the time that it takes to go out and sit in the middle of the woods covered in pee, waiting for your victim to cross in front of you. There's a lot that goes into hunting that, I mean, I understand you're having fun. I get that there's this kind of, you feel like you're in your primal, whatever, ancestors, but the deer, they don't know you're playing a game. They didn't consent to this, and you have options. Just do it. Just go vegan. Go get some beans. You don't need to use deer. They want to live.
So can I finish how I harvest my animals?
No, I
Because
don't really want to hear how you take someone's life. I want to know why you think
I
it's
don't take
okay to
anyone's
do
life. I
so.
take a deer's life.
Why do you think it's okay to do that?
Because that's the best way to provide for my family.
It's not the best way. It's the worst way.
How is it the worst way?
You're taking someone's life for no reason because you
Something.
think it's fun to cosplay like you're in the 1800s.
Some things life.
Someone, they're having a subjective experience. They're not a table. They're not your gun. They're not your phone. They're sentient beings who want to live. And you're out there like, oh, I feel like I'm a little hunter. I'm cosplaying.
Cosplaying would be if you went out, sat in the woods for hours and shot Nerf darts at them.
No, cosplaying is out there pretending like you're actually out there for survival when you're just out there to have fun and you're taking someone's life in the process. You're not being honest. You so badly enjoy your pleasure of pew-pewing them, you can't think of something else to do. Why don't you take a nice camera and just take pictures of them? And then you can put those pictures on your wall and you can name them. You can be like, I see this individual every year, right? Instead, you take their bodies, you hack them to pieces and you lick their insides. Which one sounds like you respect them more? You're muted. I can't hear you. Okay. You can't find it? It's right there.
I got it. Sorry about that. I use every part of their body. That
doesn't matter.
I use their
What if I go to
skin,
my
their
neighbor?
clothing.
My neighbor's very convenient for me, right? I don't have to pay any money. I just have a sharp knife. Go next door, slicey, and I have food for the next year. What's wrong with that?
One, that's murder.
Yeah, it is. Why is that wrong?
Because that is a person.
Why is that wrong?
Because people have a greater intrinsic value.
Oh, they have a greater intrinsic value. How do you know that?
Because even
have
the
you ever
people
been
that
another animal?
Excuse me?
Have you ever been another animal?
I have not.
Then how do you know that they don't care about their lives?
I'm not saying they don't care about their
You said
lives.
that humans have a greater intrinsic value, which means that they care about themselves more, but you don't know that. In fact, our evidence says all sentient beings care about their life.
How do you define sentience?
It's the ability to have a subjective experience. So you experience life and you make a preference on it. And if you didn't prefer it, you try to avoid that. And if you did prefer it, you want more of those experiences. That's sentience.
So all living beings that move on the planet, such as insects, mammals, fish, all these things have sentience. We'll agree to that?
Yes. Yep.
So how many lives are ended to maintain
The appeal to hypocrisy fallacy. Always
not a
with
fallacy.
always you people with your crop deaths and your plant sentience. It's hilarious, really. If we stop using animals, we'll spray fewer pesticides, we'll grow fewer crops. So fewer insects, fewer animals will be caught in the production of plant processing. We can even reduce that to nothing, that no animals get harmed. But when it comes to animal farming, you will always have to exploit them for their body. Always. It'll always be immoral.
Well, I'm not farming them. I'm not destroying acres of land to feed them.
Do you understand that the wild biomass, the wild mammal biomass is only 4%, whereas the animals we farm is 60? So you're wiping out what little wildlife we have just so you can feel like you're in olden times.
No, I'm not wiping anything out.
You
because
are. You're taking what little life we have left. What did I just say? Did you understand what I said?
I do, and
Out
you
of our
don't know the
total
biomass
mammal
population in my area.
biomass, out of all the mammal biomass on the planet, 4% is wild. And you're telling me you're not wiping it out?
Because I harvest only enough for my family. I always see more every year.
Why don't we do this to dogs? Why don't we
Who
start
says-
harvesting dogs? We have so many of them. Why don't you harvest dogs, coyotes, wolves? Why don't you eat them?
I do harvest coyotes. I use because they are a danger to the deer population. Listen.
Oh my fucking God, dude. Oh my God. So let me get this straight. You're taking out the predator that would keep the herbivores in check, and you're like, I have to go now take out the deer?
No, you've not let me finish my sentence.
You don't need to do this. You can stop right now.
So
there's no justification to keep doing what you're doing.
So what's the difference
in a coyote? Do you agree that you're doing a bad thing?
A deer and
do you agree that you're
down
doing something immoral?
No.
So you think it's right to go out and take someone's life when you don't need to?
I think it's immoral to go out and kill a human when you don't need to, yes.
All right, so what's the difference between a human and the deer? What's the morally relevant difference between a deer and a human that justifies hunting one but not the other?
Because humans are people. They are Homo sapiens. They are what we are. Actually, Homo sapiens sapiens.
So because someone is in my group, that's the only reason to respect them and not pew-pew them?
Yeah. For the most part,
that's the same thing as a YT supremacist. You're not in my group, therefore I can do what I want to your body, regardless of the fact that you care about what happens to yourself. That's what you just said.
I said there are exceptions, such as, and you didn't let me finish.
All sentient beings deserve that same respect.
I disagree with that. There
Why?
There are a lot of people that do not deserve our respect.
So I can kick dogs for fun.
May I finish what I'm saying?
Can I kick dogs for fun?
If you so choose, but that is a crime.
Do you think that's moral?
Kicking an animal for fun? No, it is not moral.
Why is it not moral?
Because doing something for fun is different than doing something for sustenance.
But I do lots of things for fun. I kick rocks, I kick grass. What's wrong with kicking a dog?
Because dogs, we as people have agreed that
so it's because of your culture. What if I'm not part of your culture? My culture says it's okay to do this. Do you think it's moral that I kick dogs for fun?
Just because I don't agree with whatever your culture believes with, such as the Chinese who eat dogs and cats.
No, we're not naming groups here. I'm asking you what you think of me for kicking dogs for fun and telling me why it's not moral. Why is it not moral for me to kick dogs? It's a tradition. My whole family gets in on it. Grandma, who doesn't get exercise, gets up to kick the dog. Why is it immoral for us to kick the dog?
That's what your family does. If that's what your culture does.
Yeah.
That's what your culture does.
Do you think that's moral?
My morality does not have to align with your morality.
What do you think, though? Is that moral?
Again, my morality.
Do you think it's moral, Alex, or I'll move on?
You may move on then because you are not listening to what I'm having to say.
He can't answer it. He's so scared that he knows he's wrong. So the reason why it's wrong to kick the dog, because I know it's so hard for you to get out, because the dog cares about what's happening to them. Their experience matters more than the benefits of my family kicking that dog. Just like you and your entertainment of pew-pewing people in their homes, right? You don't need to go into someone's home and pew-pew them. You can just exist near them and be a happy neighbor. That's all I'm saying. The moral baseline is to not exploit them. That's it. Good God. Guy could not answer a goddamn question. Just answer it and we'll keep going. Good God. Hey, Cole. Up here to defend some animals. Cole? Hello? Okay. Maybe they didn't know they requested up. Nolan. Are you over 18?
I'm not, but I have prepared a slideshow and a couple of...
I'm so sorry. If you're not 18, I can't have you up here. But you're welcome to put your question in the chat. There's vegans there, and they can answer that for you. I do appreciate your honesty, though. That's huge. And honestly, that already puts you a step above others in your generation. So thank you for being honest. Yeah, a slideshow, though. I don't want anybody turning on their cameras because I have too many people trying to show me their flesh, and I don't want to see that, okay? All right. I might butcher your name. I'm so sorry. Is it Maichi Berrysack? Did I say it right, your name?
It's Maichi.
Maichi? Maichi,
Yeah.
Are you over 18?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Okay, do you want to hear it from a non-privileged person?
Yeah.
Why is it that you Americans think that every person around the world can afford to do this?
Because there's studies on it.
Oh, okay. Studies how?
They looked at the affordability of different diets, and at least in Western nations...
So how does it work for Africans? How does it
there's
work
actually
when it's
lots
against,
of vegan groups
it's against
in Africa.
their culture?
I'm sorry.
So
Are you from
do you know
Africa?
the Zulu? Do you know the Zulu?
Okay, we're done here. If you're not going to have a conversation with me, I'm just going to drop you. Like, good God. Yes, I do understand there are people who have really tall obstacles to try to get over. Totally understand that. Yeah, there will be some people that exist in this world that will have to cross their own principles in order to survive their current situations, but that doesn't mean they can't be vegan. And I think anybody, especially people that are in disenfranchised situations, should absolutely be brought to the table to talk about fairness. And often, weirdly enough, the people that are the poorest are the ones that actually understand about veganism the most. And the ones that have the means to go vegan are the ones like, oh, it's too expensive. It's like, cry me an effing river. You spend so much money on the flesh and the dairies that you buy. Like, get out of here. And the
I feel
eggs.
so privileged.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm eating the foods that poor people eat. Beans and rice and local in-season fruits and vegetables.
Exactly.
My goodness.
These last few guys like cracked me up so bad, man.
Seriously.
It's just like, what?
Yeah. The cheapest foods, Maichi, the cheapest foods in the store are going to be the plants. They're always going to be cheaper. The animal products are going to be more expensive. You have to feed animals plants. It's like double farming has to happen here.
Exactly.
Yeah. He doesn't understand that, though. Maichi, just hang out for a bit. Maybe you'll learn something. You know, watch the other guests. Yeah, poor people eat grains. Hey, Danan, are you over 18?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, why aren't you vegan yet?
So if we weren't meant to eat animals, why is it that foods like dairy, specifically whey, contain almost perfect quantities of essential
most
amino
people can't
acids
eat dairy?
That doesn't matter. There's also animal
That doesn't
proteins
matter? You're
in
trying to
meat.
tell me it's like this natural thing
Well,
and like
dairy's
60+%
one, and
of the
actually,
human population can't
whey
even
doesn't
digest
have
it?
lactose in it inherently.
Well,
lactose
it's
is
meant for a
milk
baby
sugar.
cow. Are you a baby cow?
Well, it has a perfect amino
Are
acid
you a baby
profile, and
cow?
humans are meant to drink it, as well
Humans
as
are
meat,
meant
which
to
has a
drink
perfect
the
amino
milk from
acid
another
protein.
mother. What is happening? Shouldn't our
So
mothers
do you
be
have
the ones
anything
that
against
produce the
that?
perfect milk? Shouldn't our
Well,
mothers be the ones that produce the perfect milk that we can consume, not a cow who is a
anyways, we
giant
don't have
bovine?
long.
We don't turn into cows, right? We're not a multi-ton animal.
What are you even talking about? I'm
Talking about a
talking about the
cow.
amino
Cows are
acid profile
the milk
of
from
dairy.
a cow is meant to make a baby calf turn into a giant cow, right? Why would that ever be
Yeah, so if you're
suitable for
vegan,
humans?
you're just malnourished.
I'm
Because it has a perfect
malnourished.
amino acid profile. It's full of nutrients
I eat
that are
tofu, man. I get
bioavailable
all
to
of my
humans.
aminos.
It doesn't. Tofu does not have the amino acid profile
It does.
nearly close to
It's
anything like
good.
meat or
It's great.
dairy.
I'm fine. I've been
Actually,
vegan
it
10
Do you know
years.
do you know the protein quality of tofu?
It doesn't matter. There's studies that show
doesn't
it
matter,
doesn't
though.
matter the source of the protein. As
What's
long
your
as you're
s-
getting
what
all of your
what's your
aminos, you'll develop the same muscles, plant-based or animal-based. It doesn't matter. I'm here to
and
say
are you
that
getting
because,
all of your
look, Dannon,
aminos?
shut up. The reason why I'm here is not to talk about health. I'm not here to say, oh, you get healthier doing this or that. That's for you to figure out. Do you want to be healthy? Fine. Do what you want to do. Just leave the sentient beings out of it. If you want to be healthy and vegan, you can do so. You can go to my
Where does your morality come from?
antianimaluse.org
Does it come from
website,
God?
and it actually shows you like the Daily Dozen, so you can get everything you need on a whole food plant-based diet.
Where does your morality come from as to
My
like not
brain
eating animals?
and talking to people.
So anybody else could have like a different
Of
moral
course.
system if there's no
Yeah,
like
but I do think that
objective.
you and I agree
So
on some things. You're just being
like
defiant
what?
because you're thinking about just your pleasures and
You
your
told me to shut
benefits.
the fuck up.
I did because you keep yapping. You can't stop.
You keep yapping and talking over me, you stupid fucking cunt. Like shut your bitch ass up.
Wow, you have such a great
Rage
vocabulary.
already. Wow, they just like crash out so quickly when they don't get their way.
Oh yeah, yep. He couldn't rebuttal anything. It's like
No.
he knew that
And
he
they
was wrong.
crash out even worse when it's a woman, especially the
Oh yeah,
men.
yeah. They can't handle
They're
it.
so
You can
misogynistic.
hear their
No.
egos fracturing real
Oh
time.
yeah, big time.
Yeah. All right, let's get another one up. Oh, actually, well, I just brought up hippie, but hold on one second. I kind of want
Oh
to
no,
scan my.
not that person.
Oh, what are they bad? I don't remember them.
Oh, they said something really nasty on U's live the other night.
Well,
Really nasty.
like not worth talking to him, nasty.
Like yes, not
Oh,
worth
okay.
talking.
I don't want to
about.
talk to you then. I don't want to talk to
The
nasty
guy's
people.
got yeah. He was talking about DK, cows DK. You know.
Oh, I
Sucking
don't know.
on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
ugh, gross.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
I do that. It's like, okay, please. I think the kid's like a little mental, but
That's too bad.
he's a little off.
I hope, hippie, that you find whatever you need to fix whatever you need fixed. That's what we all need. We all need the support that we need, and I hope you find that. All right, GTA. Are you
So
over 18?
yes, I am.
Okay. Why aren't you
I'm
vegan?
18. I'm not vegan because I don't believe in that.
What's veganism?
Y'all, is it true like you're vegan that you don't like hurting animals and stuff?
I mean, I personally don't like to hurt animals, but that's not veganism.
Okay,
Veganism.
can I tell you?
No. First, let me tell you so you know, and we're
Okay,
educated
yeah.
and on the same page.
Yep.
Veganism is the ethical stance against the exploitation of fellow sentient beings. So I don't want to demand others be enslaved for me.
I don't want to sound stupid, but what is a sentient being?
It just means someone who has the ability to have a subjective experience. So they're experiencing life and they weigh out that experience and decide if they liked it or not.
Okay, so like flies, bees, stuff like that.
I don't know if flies have been studied on that. Bees have been found to be sentient. Yeah.
Just like you are.
Okay, so to make your tofu, they gotta kill all the animals.
Yeah. So this is called the appeal to hypocrisy. You're trying to say that I'm doing something against what I'm preaching. But even if I was, like I'm definitely not, but even if I was, that doesn't change the argument that you should be vegan, right? That doesn't change the point that animals don't want to be used. So even if I'm a hypocrite, what's the issue with someone saying don't demand someone's exploitation?
Okay, is y'all issues me eating animals or
No, the
how the animals are
exploitation.
treated?
They're exploited. So I'm saying making someone be born into existence for you to use, or seeking someone out to take their life so that you can use them without their consent. That's all exploitation. Exploitation means to use someone unfairly for your benefit.
That's how everything lives though in our ecosystem.
So I'm not talking about what is, I'm saying what should be, right? We may be, as humans, we might be exploited by our bosses, but I wouldn't say that that's right, and that's something that should probably change, right? So I'm saying the animals, although they are being used right now, and that's the way our world right now is functioning, it doesn't have to be that way. And we can talk about how it should be, and we should aim for that, right?
Yeah, but how are you getting your nutritions and stuff like that? Like,
yeah, that's something I didn't know how to do at first. Yeah,
vegans and vegetarians, like their bones, like they're not as strong.
I have never broken a bone in my body. I've been vegan 10 years. I used to do a lot of activity. Like these last few years, I've been kind of lazy. But before that, I used to go on hikes. I used to do aerial, all vegan. I was vegan the entire time. Like, I don't know if you know what aerial is. It's kind of like Circus du Soleil stuff where they climb up the silks and they spin around in hoops and such. A lot of body strength. I was able to do that on a vegan diet. I thrived. So why aren't you vegan?
Me personally, I love the taste of beef.
Okay, so it just comes down to taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. Vegans didn't go vegan because they didn't like flavor.
Yeah. But I also don't eat like a lot of nasty, dirty stuff like pigs and like bottom feeders, stuff like that.
Pigs are actually quite smart. They're like
I'm
one of the
not saying they're not
animals.
smart.
Well, so what I was going to lead to is like when
I think they're the
kept. Well, so when pigs are kept in like a sanctuary setting, they're very clean. They don't like being dirty. It irritates their skin. They go into mud baths even just because it's like a sunscreen and it cools them down, but they don't like to live in filth. In fact, they'll decorate where they sleep with flowers. So they're not dirty animals. But the reason why you shouldn't
they also
consume
eat
them,
their poop and stuff.
I mean, all animals are going to do something like that. All other animals.
Not all.
Yeah, they're not supposed to eat their poop, but it does happen.
Dogs do.
Yeah, dogs do it. I'm sure cows do it, sheep do it, pigs do it, all of them, chickens do it. They all are pecking through their crap. I've seen definitely chickens do it.
Probably.
Yeah. So that's not really a reason to not consume them, because honestly, when they head to the slaughterhouse, they're covered in poop often, right? Like, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that there's someone that wants to live and they're going to lose everything. And they've already lost their freedom, right? All of that's not fair. Don't you agree?
Yes, but also they weren't born into freedom. They're not wild.
So that means they don't deserve to be treated with respect.
Wild.
Yeah.
They were wild at one time until humans got involved and then changed their DNA structure and changed them into what they are now. A chicken nowadays is not the real chicken, just like a pig or a cow. They're not the original animal.
Yeah. So does someone being born into captivity justify exploiting them?
No, but that's how the world is today.
Right, that's the is-ought fallacy. So again, I'm not talking about what is. I'm saying what kind of world do we want? And we get there by acting in the way that we want to see the world in.
Yeah, but since the beginning of time, people have been eating meat and animals.
Since the beginning of time, people have been unjustly unaliving each other, graping each other. Just because something was done for a long time doesn't make it moral. Doesn't mean we can't change that. So is there anything else in your mind that feels like an objection to living vegan? Like an actual good reason?
Me personally, I don't care if people are vegan. My mom's a pescatarian and my dad's vegan/vegetarian.
Okay.
But
Well, so
yeah.
what I would suggest then, it sounds like you're actually in a pretty good situation. I would suggest sitting down with your family, because it sounds like your family thinks outside of themselves too.
Oh no! I open their minds. They try my steak. They switch back.
Okay. Do you want to be vegan?
I'm trying to learn the pros.
Yeah. Well, the pros are that the animals aren't exploited. There's other perks. Like if you want to be healthy, you can absolutely, like the plant-based, whole food plant-based diet has been shown to be one of the healthiest diets. And you can gain as much muscle on that as you want. And you're going to be producing fewer greenhouse gases. Your land use demand will drop drastically. Those are all the perks if you were to at least go plant-based and maybe a whole food plant-based diet. But the real reason you should go vegan is not because there's perks to you, because of course oppressing someone is always going to give you benefits. The oppressor always benefits from oppression. I'm saying that because you don't need to oppress someone, why don't you do something else?
Okay. And then if let's say the chickens, if they were like roaming free and you're like growing them, not
Yeah, it's
torturing
still
them.
exploitation because you're still wanting to use them without their consent. Would you ever want that done to you? You're the most free range right now. Is it okay if
Not
someone?
really. Not really.
You are compared to someone who's locked in a cage.
I mean, technically we are. Well,
Yeah,
what
but
is
your
school? What is work?
employer, your teachers, they don't force you to become pregnant. They don't separate you from your baby, right?
No,
They
but
don't.
they do
don't
force you to
make.
go to school.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
They do.
You can't. No, not like other animals. You really feel like you're enslaved like other animals.
If not worse. Animals don't have laws.
Okay, so you need to go watch Dominion because they stick knives in animals. I've never heard of a teacher or a boss sticking their employee with knives. So I think you're a little confused, and we'll probably move on because I don't think you're equipped to have this conversation anymore. Yeah, the exploitation that you experience as an employee, you can just go get another job. As a student, you can honestly drop out. Not that I suggest that, but you have that freedom. So you're not exploited like the animals. I'm sorry. I know you really want that excuse, but you don't have it. You can go vegan. I'm sorry, Lori, did you want to say something? I kept yapping.
No.
Awesome. All right, well, let's see. Actually, before I bring up Nolan, I see you there. I want to just kind of quickly scan the chats. Anybody say anything? What's up, guys? This chick's walks for a living and talk about how her bones haven't broken yet. What a joke. This chick's walks for a living? What? Walks for a living. I don't know what that means. Hello, I have fractures and dislocations in my body. All of them happened before going vegan. Yeah, I've heard of people having that happen before, or if they go back to consuming animals. Yeah. You can be healthy or unhealthy eating animals. You can be healthy or not healthy eating plants. So I'm not here to argue about health. I'm here to say because we can thrive using plants, we should stop using animals. I'd devour some curry and chips right now. Oof, curry is delicious. I've had too many French fries in the past. I don't know, I'm feeling a little French fried out right now, but yeah, drop goofy collar. That's true. I need to pay attention when you guys want me to drop someone. Maybe there's an icon we can pick to say we're done here. I know that other people have done like the gummy bear, but I know that costs money. So maybe we could do an emoji. I don't know, Lori, which emoji should we use to drop someone?
Yeah, I don't know. We always usually use the teddy bears.
The teddy bear.
I don't know. I don't know what other emoji.
Is there a boot in here? Let's see. Boot. Oh, there's a boot. All right, so this is what we'll do. Let's see. Do both chats have boots? Oh shoot. On TikTok, can you guys put a boot in the chat? All right, there's boots. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna try to pay attention, Lori. If you're still up here, let me know if there's a bunch of boots, and we'll boot them. We'll say, I don't know, 5 boots. 5 boots, and we drop the guest. Does that sound good? Or a shoe, whatever. We'll
Throw the shoe at him.
Throw the shoe at him. Dodge this, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God. All right, Nolan, I'm going to bring you up now. Thank you for your patience. Oh, look at all the boots. Cool. All right. Oh, the poop emoji would be a good one too, but I don't think TikTok allows the poop one or the clown one. Like, doesn't allow it sometimes. Hey, Nolan, appreciate your patience. Are you over 18? No.
I really want to debate. I really want to
I'm
debate.
so
Can you
sorry,
please just hear me out?
I can't. But you know what, Nolan? Here's what I suggest. I don't know how many followers you have, but I suggest that you try to go live, or if you can, like, maybe go on YouTube. I just can't have you up here because you're a minor, and TikTok will bring down my live. So I have to drop you, and I'm really sorry. I want you to be able to debate. You know, your age doesn't mean you can't share ideas and learn things. So I'm sorry that I have to drop you. I truly am. But if you can find other people maybe closer to your age, yeah. If you can find someone closer to your age, absolutely debate them. Take notes while you're watching me. Maybe you'll hear an argument that you wanted to make, and I'll have that response. But yeah, I'm sorry, I can't have you up here. I really do appreciate you guys being honest, though. Like, I just really want to emphasize that. That's huge. Like I said, that makes you a step above your generation for sure. All right, Stitch. Oh, good. I'm glad you take notes. Stitch, are you over 18?
Yep.
Okay, why aren't you vegan yet?
Well, I love animals, first of all, you know. I really, really love animals.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just not vegan because it's just not right for my body, you know.
What's veganism?
Not eating meat or dairy products.
I mean, I know that there's, I think, an Oxford Dictionary definition that says something like that, but the word vegan was coined in the 40s, and it's actually an ethical stance against the exploitation of sentient beings. So we don't want to demand others be enslaved for us. Do you agree with that principle?
I mean, it depends how sentient the being is, really, that we
Well,
are
so
enslaving.
sentience, I don't know if maybe you're confusing it with sapience. Sentience is the ability to experience life. So it's more of a binary thing. You either are able to experience life or not. And then beyond that, it's kind of just intelligence. You can call it sapience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
But go ahead.
No, you go.
Well, so does someone having less sapience or even less consciousness, does that make it okay to exploit them? We'll say like a human specifically.
For humans, it's very. Oh wait, I have to pick my words carefully. Oh,
That's
this
fine.
sounds
Take your
super
time.
evil. For humans they grow in intelligence over time, whereas an animal such as a sheep, it stays, you know, at a certain level. It doesn't really grow more and more.
Do you recognize that there are humans that will never reach full cognition, that they will forever need to be
Yeah,
taken care
and we
of?
take care of those people as much as we can, right?
Right. I
But
agree.
these are people. These are our species that we haven't
why do we
bred
do that,
for
though?
years to eat.
Why do we care?
Because we have some kind of thing in our brains that makes us care for the weaker.
Well, I wouldn't say that it's a natural inclination to care for the humans that are not perfect.
It is. If
Well,
you saw a chick with Down syndrome across the street, would you want to like help her?
Stitch, hold on. In our past, right, like the Romans, for example, or even there's the movie 300, they even demonstrate this, that if a baby is misshapen or seems not right in any way, they would just throw him in a pit. There was a long time where
Doesn't trigger
doctors...
the right response from your brain.
Well, what I'm saying is that it's not this natural feeling to want to care for all humans. Why do you think that changed?
What do you mean? Because we grew up as a society and we realized that. Oh, sorry. We grew up as a society and we realized that we can have all of us rather than just some of us.
Yes, so we recognized there was a someone in there. They were sentient, right? regardless of their
Yeah.
intelligence, they still cared about what happened to themselves, and that mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to point to is that other animals are also sentient. They care about what happens to themselves, regardless of their ability to understand our structures, right? They still care about what happens to themselves, and that's what matters.
That's an instinctual thing, though. If you
No, it's not.
squash an ant a bit, and
Okay,
it'll keep
again,
running, you know.
we only care about these fringe case humans because there's someone in there experiencing life, right?
It's sentient life, though, you know.
Yes, other animals are also sentient.
So I was grown, you know, I grew up with the understanding that sentience means being aware of yourself, of your own existence.
That's sapience.
Right.
So
Okay,
sapience
well,
is higher thinking about thoughts, weighing things out that are, structures. Whereas sentience is just saying you're having a unique experience. When you have an experience, you weigh it out on whether or not you preferred it or not. And if you didn't prefer it, you try to avoid those experiences. And if you did prefer it, you kind of gravitate towards those. That's what sentience is having the ability to experience life and make preferences on those experiences.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
makes
all
sense.
animals have that.
Yeah.
Humans have that. Yeah.
You know, hypothetically, if all like plants died, would you eat meat?
Well, if all plants died, there's going to be no animals, because what are the animals eating?
Well, if there was still animals, would you eat meat? You know, there was like some kind
I
of
don't
weird
know.
drought.
In that situation, it seems weird because it's like the animals are going to pass away because they can't eat anything. Like we would all just eventually die. There would be no life on this planet if all plants stopped growing. You
Would
just
you
wouldn't
want
be
to
able
eat
to
my meat?
survive. I don't know. I honestly don't know if I would, but that's not really about veganism. Veganism is about not exploiting someone. So if I don't need to do it, I don't do it.
Yeah, right.
Survival situations, taking someone's life, like if I'm in that situation, I still think it's immoral for me to take someone's life, human or other animal, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that when I have choice that I should choose to eat humans or, animals, because I don't need to. That's what I'm saying is like
So,
being in a necessity situation is different than when you have choices or if you can go without.
would you be interested in eating my meat?
Really? So you know that you
I thought I
failed.
heard him say that the first time around, but I wasn't exactly sure. So you're just up here to be an idiot. Okay.
I just want to be
And
clear
like,
too.
I can braid my pubes.
I just want to be clear though. It's about
And
consent.
like, I can
So
make
if
clothes for
someone
you out.
actually
We don't
did
need you
want
to
to
Like,
touch
you can
you,
wear that.
anything.
if someone genuinely wanted to touch you, it should be under consent from both parties. So yeah, if someone did want to eat your meat, it should be both parties are consenting. Otherwise, you're graping someone. And speaking of grape, when you use animals, you're paying farmers to grape them, especially for dairy. But all animals, they have to multiply to make more animals. The farmers put them in situations so that they purposely get pregnant and make more babies that you can eat. So you're literally demanding bestiality. I hope you know that. Go watch Dominion. Everyone who's in here that's not
He's
vegan, go watch
probably into
Dominion.
that.
It's free on
Yeah.
YouTube. Sorry, say it again,
You
Lori.
know what, Darius? And I said, I'm sure he's probably into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, watch Dominion, dude. Watch Dominion, dude, and watch Darius Scary.
Gesundheit, whoever's in your background.
Well, that's my son.
Gesundheit, Lori's son.
Sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry. I didn't mean that. I was just playing.
Oh no. So I didn't mean for him to make noise.
Yeah, no, it's all good. We're, there's Ian's in my background. He's gonna make noise. He's opening the door and feeding the squirrels. He gets into the plastic bag to feed them peanuts. So there's noise.
I wish I had a lot of squirrels around me, but we just don't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do enjoy looking at it. They're so
I
cute
do
when
too.
they what's it called? Sploot or sploop. When they sploop, which is when they lay really flat. We have a little railing on our front area and it's flat and wide enough for them to lay on in the sun, so they'll just lay there.
I love doing that.
Oh, they're so cute when they do it too.
I wish I could have a squirrel as a pet.
Yeah, they're just my neighbors. But yeah, they're really sweet. All right, let's get another person up here.
Yep. Hopefully they don't want to share their meat.
Did you say you have a rail on your front area?
Yeah, I have a railing on my front porch.
So you got railed. Nice. Can we talk about this veganism
I do with
stuff?
consent, yeah.
That's cool.
This is gonna be another really great.
I know.
they
I
look
gotta
like
get
they
that.
have
Hold on,
like
Gixer, hold on. You're over 18, right?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Okay. And are you
22
answering my
years ago.
question? Why aren't you vegan?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll answer.
Okay.
It.
Go for it.
Sure. Can we start with your background first?
Okay.
Because they look like they have a lot of room in there. They look cozy. It's not like
I wouldn't say cozy. It's
huge room.
raining. It's like 40 degrees
Just because
out.
they don't have like color TVs and stuff doesn't mean they're not happy.
Okay, hold on a second.
Look like they're happy to you.
Let me show you. Let me show you the video of them.
Hey, and Dominion's a comedy more so. Like none of that shit's real.
Yes,
Yeah, see, they look fine. They got buddies in there. They sleep.
I guess you're afraid to
That
watch.
one's got a rash. She needs a little bit of antibiotic, but whatever.
No,
there's a
they're
lot of
free-
room
they're
in there.
freezing. They're freezing.
That
It's
one
because
looks like
some
a
of them have been
freak.
taken
That
out.
one for sure looks like a freak.
No, I said.
Yeah, see,
they're
it's like
freezing.
people. It's like people, right? Like some of
We're
us
never
are
gonna
hot.
get anywhere with
Some
this,
of us are
dude.
not.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
I don't know, Anna. No.
Yeah. Guy just likes to talk. It's just a troll.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why are you being weird, dude?
I think
why are
I
you
think
muted?
I think you're weird because you got a full diaper and you need that changed.
Yeah,
That's what I
exactly.
think.
If you think those birds look happy and healthy, you're insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
What a
The reason
weirdo.
I was pretty much as a big weirdo. I do agree. These cages are not packed, and they did that on purpose because they know that we're there.
Yeah.
When we did a stakeout of the same slaughterhouse at night, it was midnight, and we saw trucks packed.
Yeah.
This whole wall was white because there were so many chickens, and there were like wings sticking out of the cages. But during the day, there's people on the road. They know people are seeing the animals. That's why they don't pack them during the day.
Yeah, they go on off times, and also when they're driving in the rain, unfortunately, a lot of the birds will suffocate. Can you imagine sticking your head out the window of your car, right?
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Yeah. This moment when I got that close to the truck really affected me emotionally. Like I've had multiple vigils, and I wasn't as emotional. I mean, you're upset, I don't want these animals to go in there, but like seeing them that close, seeing their eyes blinking at me, like even just remembering it right now is making me tear up because they're no different than my cat. They're no different.
And it should make you tear up. It should make everybody tear up. It's awful. It's incredibly
terrible.
awful.
Yeah, it's painful when you see them that close because I've said goodbye to many companions, like they've lived long lives, but they come to their end, and sometimes you need to help them because they're suffering. And it's like I
That's why
never
you
want to
keep a
say
big
goodbye.
Knife on you. You keep
Exactly.
A big
Like
knife
I would
on you.
never do that. I could not imagine doing that to them. And yet we do this to so many individuals every day. Yeah. When you realize
Next time
the
you
truth,
go
it's
do
hard
one
to
of those
swallow.
things, you need to carry a big enough knife to pop one of the tires.
Oh my gosh. Yes. The ideas that me and my team
Big enough
talk
knife
about.
to pop 2
Yeah.
tires, and then have everybody over there snag those chickens out of the cage. All that dumb shit's trying to do.
I mean, I've definitely seen a lot of DXE people doing some things that inspire some actions for sure.
DXE does it. Yep.
Yeah.
We use our inside voices for these things, don't we?
It's exactly what we do. We use our inside safety voices for this. So, but anyway, this needs to stop. And obviously the energy is there from vegans to stand up against this injustice. We just need more people to stand up. And I know that these people in the audience that are not vegan, I know they share the same principles as us. Utop says, hey, David.
Hey, how's it going? DJ.
Yes, we've got David up on the panel. Real quick.
What's happening? Can I just say, guys, hit like, hit subscribe, tell all your friends. Let's go support
Let's go.
Anna. Vegan stoner lady, anti-animal use. Come on, share out the stream,
Exactly.
Let's
guys.
go. Yeah, please make sure you're tapping and sharing. Please follow the vegans on the panel. They do awesome activism. They post great content and they go on other lives. So you'll see them up on other panels. I don't know if you guys are ever planning on doing your own lives, but it's always good to follow them just in case. Because sometimes, we get those lucky moments.
Someday maybe.
We get those lucky
yes.
moments sometimes. But either way, definitely go check them out, right? Oh, thank you,
What was that?
Lori. The star
Oh, you're
map.
welcome.
Thank
Wow.
you. That was very sweet. Thank you. And you gave me a heart. Oh my gosh, let's see. I got also a rose from Manfred.
I like this one too. That's a cute one.
Ah! Oh
Too
my
bad he's
god. So cute. I love the cute ones.
Yeah, they
Manfred
are.
gave a rose. Futures Vegan gave a heart. Thank you guys. Wicked, you gave me a rose. I think that was from earlier though, right? Jessica, you gave me a heart. Thank you guys. Very sweet. Thank you, Lori. You're so amazing. Thank you so much. Please, everyone, go follow the vegans on here. They'll answer any question you need. And Lori is a plethora of knowledge. She's been vegan, was it now 26 years?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Going on 27.
And she came from horsey people. So she used to green break horses. So she has background information. And
I have a lot of experience with
plethora.
different animals. And,
Such interesting background for sure. And then we have David, the 40-year-old vegan,
40-year-old
also a wild background. Used to work in the slaughterhouses. Was oh my god, I'm not investigator. What's the word? Why am I missing
Inspector.
the word? Inspector. I'm thinking investigator. I mean, maybe one day that too, but
well, there was part of that was investigating.
investigating.
So, yes.
Okay, so then you were also investigator. So yeah, definitely go check out David. Like I said, he's got definitely also a rich background to ask questions about, and he can answer any question that you have. So please follow both Two Spirit Veg and the 40-year-old vegan to get more awesome vegan content because they're awesome. And with that, let's go ahead and bring up our next guest. Brantley, come on down. I will also say we'll be live on Saturday and Friday, so come check us out on anti-animal use.
What's
All
up?
right. Hey, oh, Brantley, you got to be 18. I'm sorry. So if you're over 18, you can request up, and I will talk to you. If you're under 18, put your questions in the chat, and I'll try to address them. If I don't, there will be another vegan, I'm sure, to address it. I'm sorry, though. Maybe we'll answer some questions in the chat. You have a crush on him? Oh, I see. That's Cute Bunny talking to Coleman. I don't know who you guys are talking about. You know Godis? I don't know who Godis is.
I think that's Sparage.
Oh, you know what's funny? I think it was him because they had the same name as Sparage, but it could have been like a fan. Someone was arguing with me in Tash Peterson's chat. They had the name Sparage. And yeah, he's a dummy. I was laughing at his responses. I was like, why are you like, I wasn't even trying to talk to him and he kept tagging me and he's like, you're such a simp. And I'm like, okay, who cares? Anyway.
Yeah, he stared at his famous thing was he went up to vegans and he was eating animal products in front of them doing events. And
I do remember that.
Staring at the sun, like Cute Bunny Bro also mentioned.
Oh my God.
Lots of things.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why anybody wants to follow that person. It takes a unique mind to want to replicate what he does. Oh, we have a request. Hey, what's up, user? Oh, there you are. Okay, it disappeared for a second. You muted yourself. Are you over 18?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet? Hello? I didn't mute you. You just muted again. Okay.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I was lagging due to Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. Why aren't you vegan yet? Uh-oh. Are we still lagging?
My Wi-Fi is atrocious right now. Yeah,
Oh,
I
I'm gonna
am
drop
pro
you.
vegan though.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna drop you. You come back up. How about that?
I am pro vegan. Actually, I think it's working now. I think it's
Oh,
working
okay.
now.
I do hear
I
our
think it's
delay.
working. Yeah.
Okay. If we
Yeah, a little
interrupt each
bit.
other,
But
just know
so
it's
I
the
just wanted to
delay.
say. Yeah, no worries. I just wanted to say I think you're doing great things. I'm pro vegan as well. It makes me really sad seeing what happens to certain animals out there, and I especially because I grew up on a farm and I felt sad because I felt like I had a bond with some of those animals there, and then when they would sort of disappear as time went, I'm like, that's really sad. Like they have souls, they are animals, they're beings, and they deserve the same justice that humans get, So I really feel for them, and I'm just glad to see you all up here spreading the word,
Hell yeah. Are you vegan yourself?
Yes, so I got into it about a year.
Oh no. Oh no, you are losing service. No, I don't want to lose you. We can't hear you at all. I'm so sorry.
It's lack of vitamin B24.
Maybe you should drop and come back.
I was gonna say maybe you should drop in. Yeah, exactly. I don't have you on my. Why does it do this? So if I have someone up on the panel, for some reason I can't find them in the list of people who are in the live. If I
I
wanted
do
to.
see him.
Okay, I was gonna try to add him or follow him, at least. You can request back up. Maybe that might help your connection. Sometimes if you drop and come back, it works. How come I still don't see you? That's so weird. Oh, I
Like it
see.
shows I could invite him up if I
Oh yeah, if
wanted
you want to do it. Yeah. I was trying to look for him so I could do that. I don't know why my list doesn't work. Maybe TikTok Studio has like, I don't know, some glitches.
Maybe. I just sent him the invite.
Okay. Well, I've got to say, I really appreciate seeing more vegans, and we need more vegans to do lives on TikTok. There are some awesome vegans on here, but we need more.
I would like to. I just don't know how.
You what?
I would like to. I just don't know
Oh.
how. I don't know how to make like a background or anything like that.
Honestly, I saw a lot of vegans that don't even do backgrounds. Like, Empty Cages would just have his laptop, and it had a thing like, like a thing he made in, what's that art thing called?
Photoshop?
Paint? Yeah, Photoshop or Paint or something. He just made a "Why aren't you vegan?" You could handwrite it on a piece of paper, and just hold it in front of a camera. But I do want to also add that going live can be stressful, and I totally understand that maybe that's not the right path for everybody. So don't feel like if you don't feel like going live is your path, don't feel like I'm guilt tripping you into that. I just want everyone to be active. You guys are very active. You're up on other people's panels. You're talking to people. Yeah, I'm talking about people that are not doing anything. Even the people in our chat right now, the vegans that are talking, they're being active. That's active. That's activism. So I just want everyone to do something that they're able to do. Whatever your skill is, utilize
If
it
I
to
could
help
just
the
add
animals.
on too, like I was never comfortable in front of a camera, talking in front of people. I never wanted to be on social media. It was just like this big thing. I tried it years ago. I was really kind of nervous. But I've grown so much from it. The confidence that you get going live and talking to people out in the streets, and we do the vigils or this whatever we call Project Livestream.
Yeah, Project Livestream. Sorry.
Let's
about
go
that.
this Friday. Also, like it's like a community base too, so we support one another. I
Exactly.
mean,
That's what I was going to add
be
too.
part of the revolution. It takes 2 seconds to set up the phone. It's not as hard as you think. I promise you. You just go live. You make it consistent. I think consistency is key.
It is, yeah.
And we've had many breakouts. Like a lot of people, yourself, like you've been at it for years and years and years. And look at the community you've grown. You've helped like establish your group there, and like I can see it in the lives on every stream. People are gaining more confidence.
Yes.
And the thing is, when you have those conversations with people out in the streets, it's like a real conversation. You're not having sometimes it can be like if you work in the corporate world or something like that,
Yeah.
you kind of have to have like this almost fake engagement with people. Whereas when you're talking about something like this, it's not fake. It's like the actual truth. You know what I mean? It's like
Exactly.
the reality of things. So
Yeah.
highly encourage you to try it. You'll grow in ways that you can't even comprehend.
Yeah, no, seriously. Same background in that sense that I didn't want to be on camera. I like being one-on-one with somebody. I don't like being the center of attention. I get nervous. But I've definitely gained confidence over. Actually, I've only been on camera for about a year.
Really?
Yeah. So you're all
Okay,
right. There's
wow.
been a lot of large strides. I mean, I was doing outreach before that, but I wasn't recording it. I was doing
Right.
AV cubes. And it's a little harder to record those for some reason. It's like I can't get that right angle to capture all the conversations because they happen around the whole cube.
And then the music's happening and you got to show the screen too.
Oh,
So
that
that's a bit
too. Yeah.
difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, it is difficult on camera. But yeah, you're right. We've grown a lot. And I think that when you're active also, there's this pride that you're actually trying to figure out how to help these animals. Like we're always trying to problem solve. What's the next thing we
Yeah.
can do? Is
Yeah.
this doing enough? Is there something we can do better? And I think that gives us purpose as well, But
That's exactly what Mel and Steve do as well. Optimize. We're always constantly optimizing, trying to figure out what works. Like, the 1, 2, 3, or having a sign, or
yes.
just different spots, different angles for videos that might pop.
I love their sign that says this is a slaughterhouse, and
Yeah.
also the sign that says like 1 if you're vegan, 2 if you're not. Like I love that because that keeps the audience engaged for sure because they're
So
wanting to
does.
tell
It so
you,
does.
Yeah. Yeah, Mel and Steve. If you guys don't know who it's Mel and Steve, go check them out. They do it's Project Livestream, which anti-animal use. I'm in anti-animal use. We'll be a part of that Project Livestream. So that's all. Another reason why I was saying go check us out on YouTube because we'll be out there seeing the individuals. We don't know what hour we'll be out there, but we'll be out there and we will be seeing individuals up close like this. So, you can't see. So if you, are curious what these places look like or, just want to support us, come check us out. But go look up It's Mel and Steve. They're the ones putting on this project, and I really appreciate them making the space for activists to get active and come together because when we come together, we're stronger. And we all need to shine the spotlight on these places. Well, nobody wants to look at them, but they're there. You demand they be there when you use animals. So,
Right.
anyway. Let's see. Do we have any requests? We got one. The other one's the troll. Hey, Stavros, are you over 18?
Oh, most certainly.
Right on.
Probably 40 decades over.
All right. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Well, I think, the simple answer is that my personal beliefs and my cultural upbringing is I have a different set of morals than perhaps a vegan would.
Okay. Do you think that we shouldn't demand others be enslaved for us?
So there'll be some things there, right? So when I hear terminology like others and someone, I really draw a line there.
Okay,
a
so
difference
humans.
between-
Do you think that we should demand other humans be enslaved for us when we can avoid doing so? Or should we avoid demanding human slavery when we can?
Absolutely, we should avoid human slavery.
I agree. Why do you think we should avoid demanding human slavery?
I think it's morally the right choice. I think it's ethically the right choice.
But
and
why?
I think it's just mean and demeaning to put somebody in that type of position.
Yeah, you're demeaning their sentience, right? You're saying that they don't care about themselves or they don't matter because you have some extrinsic value you want to extract from them, right? That's not fair. Do you agree? I can't hear you if you leave the app.
You didn't leave the app. My battery thing came up and blocked it. Sorry.
No, that's fine. It happens.
I agree completely with that.
Yeah, okay. So then what is it that is morally relevant to justify the difference in treatment between other animals and human animals?
Well, I see animals here on in our existence to help us, to provide for us, to be food for us.
Don't you see that though as like an oppressive stance? Because you're saying I, as the one with power, get benefit from oppressing, and that will always be the case if you're the oppressor. You'll always get benefits from the oppression.
I understand that position.
Okay, so
and
then
it's-
what's the morally relevant difference that justifies the difference in treatment between
I
other
don't
animals and human
see
animals?
using animals for food as being oppressive.
Okay, but what's the morally relevant difference between other animals and humans that justifies the difference in treatment? What do 100% of humans have that other animals don't have that makes it immoral to farm humans?
It's an excellent question, one I don't know if I can answer.
Yeah. So the reason is because there is no morally relevant difference. There's nothing about 100% of humans that animals don't have. Right? If you said intelligence, we both know there are humans that are less intelligent than the animals we use. They exist, and that's okay.
Yeah, but you can't use like one-off examples, right?
I didn't use a one-off. I said we have humans that are in a state that they'll always forever need to be taken care of, and they may not be aware of their outsides, the reason, or their surroundings. And just because they lack that awareness, that doesn't mean that I should exploit them. And the reason why it's immoral for me to still exploit them is because there's someone in there experiencing life.
Absolutely, but I'm not saying that it's intelligence that is.
Yeah,
the
I
fact
did. I inferred that. I was saying I was giving an example. I was just
Right, and
saying
what I was saying was
there is
generally
no morally
speaking-
relevant difference between us that
Generally
justifies the
speaking,
difference in treatment.
Humans are more intelligent than animals.
Did you just tell me that it's not intelligence, but it is intelligence?
No, no. I'm not saying intelligence is what decides. When you are making that argument, you're trying to say, well, hey, look, there are some humans that are less intelligent than animals.
I was using an example. I'm saying, okay, let's back up. I asked you, what's the morally relevant difference between other animals and humans? And you said, I can't answer that. And I said, yeah, some people will say intelligence. If you go down that intelligence road, clearly we have humans that are not fully intelligent, and we would still say you shouldn't exploit them because we recognize in other humans that there's someone in there, and that if we were them, we wouldn't want to be exploited. I'm just saying that animals, although they look different and they don't focus on the same things you focus on, they still care about what happens to themselves, and that's all that matters. Does that make sense?
The argument makes sense. I don't know if I agree with it.
Well, here, let me give you an example.
Maybe it's I don't comprehend it.
I have an example. Or, like imagine somebody is out in the middle of a field with a dog that has done nothing, and they're just beating the crap out of that dog. And you approach them, and they're like, don't worry, it's okay. I'm doing this for exercise and my joy. Is it moral what they're doing?
No, I would not consider that to be moral.
I agree. Why do you think it's immoral?
Well, I don't think there's a reason to inflict harm onto animals.
Yeah, when you don't need to?
Or when you don't need to, or for no reason, right? I mean...
Well, the reason is exercise and joy. Gives me pleasure, and I get exercise.
I guess, I wouldn't consider exercise and joy a valid reason.
Well, we as humans, we have to exercise, right? We have to move around or we'll get sick.
Right, but we don't need to inflict unnecessary harm onto an animal for my exercise.
You don't need to inflict harm or
joy,
exploitation on somebody for anything.
Correct.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is these sentient animals, they care about what's going to happen to themselves. That's what matters. And we see that when we're talking about the dog being kicked. Their experience matters more than the benefits that person's getting, because that person can get those benefits from other sources. I'm telling you, you don't need to use animals. You can get everything you need from other sources. And to stick a knife in them now is just for pleasure.
No, I don't necessarily. I don't agree with.
So for you specifically, what do you need from animals that you can't get from other sources?
Well, I enjoy the food. I enjoy the
So
taste.
it's just taste pleasure.
Well, I don't know how much of it is taste pleasure because I can't tell you that I've eating just vegetables or that I ate a vegan lifestyle to make that determination of, is it sustainable for me? Is it okay for me, right?
So what I'm saying is that these individuals, right, they care about what's happening to themselves. There's nothing in their bodies that you need. So why are you sticking knives in them?
No, there's nutrients that I need
So
from
then
the
can you
animal.
name that nutrients that you can't get from other sources?
I could give you an example, B12.
Okay, do you know how B12 is made? Do you know its actual source?
No, I don't.
That's okay. Most people don't, and I had to look into this myself. B12 is actually a byproduct of bacteria. And ruminant animals, they have to eat cobalt in order to make B12. So the animals you're using, the other animals are just giving it to their food. They're given B12 directly. So either you take the supplement yourself or you're filtering it through someone else's flesh.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's why I'm saying is like, since we don't need to use them, we have all the alternatives we could need. Like, what's stopping you from leaving this conversation and no longer demanding animals be exploited for you?
Well, because I don't believe that they're being exploited.
Well, do you know what exploitation means?
I think I know what exploitation means.
This is another word I had to look up because it's something we use often, but
I'm benefiting from their loss would be
kind of, it's using someone unfairly for your benefit. That's what exploitation means. So wouldn't you agree that when you take someone's life, or if you force someone to be pregnant and you take their baby, wouldn't you agree that's treating someone unfairly?
So again, when you use the term someone, I would absolutely agree that if I
know that it
enjoy-
bothers you because you benefit
Yes.
from their oppression, but can you tell me why they're not someone?
Because they're not of the same species as I am.
Don't you see that as more in-group speak? I'm white, therefore only those in my group are the ones that deserve rights. That's what you're doing.
No,
You're saying
that's-
you're not in my group.
regardless of my race, we're all the same species.
Do you think being a different species changes the fact that they care what happens to themselves?
I don't know. I can't answer that question. I'm
Well,
not
we
of
have
that.
science. We have thousands of behavioral studies and anatomical studies that prove that animals do care about what happens to themselves. They want to avoid harm. They want to keep living. We know this.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess we don't because I haven't read those studies.
Okay, well, there's the Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness and the New York Declaration of Consciousness, as well as every animal welfare legislation in any country. They're all recognizing that these individuals can experience suffering and that should be minimized. So that's recognizing that they are sentient.
Can I also just point out, Starvos, that you mentioned that it wasn't right to punch animals and use them for exercise?
Yeah, or for pleasure, right? Yeah, I agree
Right.
with that.
Yeah, so that's why we're asking, what is it that you need from animals that you can't get from other sources?
I don't think I can answer that, right?
Okay.
Because I haven't tried it.
That's fair. So if I gave you
Never-
resources, I would say like, so antianimaluse.org is just a collection of the resources I've gathered. You can go to that, or you can just look up like nutritionfacts.org. They actually have studies that break down, like they have videos that break down studies talking about what does it mean for something to be healthy compared to what. And they actually found the ideal diet to be a whole food plant-based diet. And they came up with something called the Vegan Daily Dozen, which is just a checklist of whole foods that you can get everything you need from. And yes, it does mention a supplement, but you know, which is harder, you taking a supplement or the animal being walked to their death?
No, I agree with that. I think that in order for me to have this discussion further, that
Yeah,
I
you want to
have
be informed.
and educate and inform myself on
Absolutely. I'm totally for people being educated. So like I said, I've handed you my resources. You can look up whatever you need to, but just ask yourself, maybe watch the documentary Dominion. If you actually go to my website and you click on See What I Fund, there's a 3-minute film and it's clips of Dominion, and it's only 3 minutes. And I just ask people to watch it and ask if they would give their money to those people after seeing it. And if they were puppies, would they still feel that same apathy that they do for like chickens, cows, and pigs? Because, you know, there's certain animals that we do connect with. We do see their personalities, and we wouldn't want harm to become or to, you know, happen to them because we know they care. So when you switch the animals that you're unfamiliar with or you're not around as much with animals that you do know, like, is it still fair in your mind? Would you be willing to watch?
Anti-animal use is your website?
Yeah, but you can also find that 3-minute film or Dominion. You can find Dominion on YouTube for free.
Okay, and then let me just ask one question about that. When you say anti-animal use, so you're against the use of, say, horses for farming or service dogs for disabled people, all of the above.
Yes. We have alternatives now. Honestly, even the service dogs, we have those robotic dogs. They would be better than real dogs. And a lot of people that are needing those dogs to assist them, they can't even properly take care of the dog. So there's a lot of issues with that. I understand there's a need. Someone needs help. And I'm not against helping those individuals. I'm just saying we shouldn't enslave others, right? I wouldn't want to be enslaved just because someone's blind.
That hits a little bit of a personal nerve with me because I am someone who is blind.
Yeah.
And somebody who went from not being able to get around and work to somebody that is now fully employed.
That's awesome.
Through the use of a guide dog.
I'm really happy that you have that independence because I would want my independence as well if I had lost my vision or whatever it is that makes me need, you know, someone to help me. But what I'm saying is, like, if you became vegan now, I'm not saying you need to get rid of your companion or whatever. I'm just saying you wouldn't make future purchases that demand someone be born to be used by you. And you would look for alternatives. And I bring up those robot dogs. I don't know if those are something that's actually available to people, but it's something we can start talking about. You know, if you have to cross your principles in order to live, that's one thing. But it's another if you do it and then you hold on to that crutch and you're like, I can't make change. So I'm just saying, if you have to cross that principle, if you have to use someone, that's understandable, it's still immoral, but look for alternatives. Speak up for the one that has to be exploited for you. You know, be like, this isn't fair. And I want to live independently. You have a right to do that.
I appreciate your kind words. And I will most certainly take the time to do a little research and come across you on TikTok. And
we need
come
more
back.
people like you. We need more people to like be willing to at least just look into the information. Thank you for doing that.
Check out the documentaries they told you about Dominion and
I will go to Dominion.
why I can't go vegan. There's a lot of them.
I will go check it out. Thank you for your time.
Hell yeah. And if you can, reach out to me and let me know if it did anything or did nothing. Because I'm always trying to make sure I have good resources that are effective. So I would love to know.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Thank you for coming up here, Savros. You have a good day. Awesome. I do appreciate people being open to resources. I do understand that, especially if you learn something new and you're not 100% sure if you're being told the truthful case. I can understand not wanting to say, yes, I'm going to make change now. But as long as you're honest about checking your resources and, you know, asking yourself, honestly, do I really want to keep supporting this when there's another way? So,
well, you got to trust that they're going to look into these things, right?
I know.
And
hopefully
they do, right?
He sounded like he was honest at the end. I believe that he's going to go look.
He did.
So
that was really great outreach, by the way. You know?
Thank you.
You're amazing.
I'm really trying. It's not easy. So any vegans out there, that's why I started my channel, was because I'm a Joe Schmo. I don't know everything. And I'm someone who can be hot-headed. And I'm just here to show you that even the Joe Schmoes can get out there and speak up. You don't need to know everything to be able to say, treat others fairly. So I hope that I'm inspiring other vegans to get up and do what they can. Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't have any requests right now, but I was hoping to stay up another 40 minutes. So maybe
you want to change your background, maybe? Maybe change your background?
I didn't make another one. I could use maybe my old one. The last one I had was this one. It's like a close up of the chickens. I don't think anybody ever notices this guy right here. He's so much smaller, or she. They're so much smaller. And I think about them all the time. I'm like, how did you survive so long? And like, I don't know if they're even alive right there, to be honest. They weren't moving. I didn't see them shaking or even breathing, so they could have already passed away. But they
Yeah.
made it that far on the truck, and I was like, wow. And then this person over here, this individual, was just quivering, as you saw in the video. And their bodies are this individual, their body is so huge. I mean, compared to most of the other people in that truck, they were so big and their legs were so splayed out.
Makes me fucking sick. I just want to
That's
go after
horrifying.
these people that do this shit and like,
yeah,
have a little bit of fun with them myself.
I really just want to talk to them because I feel like we've talked about a lot of them, right? A lot of them are in precarious situations themselves, right? They're being taken advantage of, and so it's like, I don't know. There needs to be some. I saw a resource in, I think, Colorado, and I have
Yeah.
seen it elsewhere. Isn't it the one where the whistleblowers? I forgot what it's called, like whistleblowers.com or something. But I would like to have a resource over here for those people as well, to be like,
There's
there is
a
a way out.
Brave New Life project, so
Ooh, okay.
they try to get people outside, and they're out of Colorado.
New Life Project. Oh yeah, that's probably the one I know of then. Yeah.
Yeah, so I did a little bit of work with them. So they're trying to get, people real jobs outside of this nightmare.
Yeah, and those people definitely need that resource. Like, most of them for sure are exploited.
There's so many barriers, right? Language is the biggest one.
Yeah.
And then educational skills as well. So what they try to do is set people that are willing to leave the industry up with temporary housing, laptop, and language skill training. So
Wow.
so it's a
That's
really great
awesome.
idea. It's just it costs a lot. I think it was like $10,000 per person or something like that. They estimated. So
wow.
it's a lot.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I really want to replicate that though. Maybe if we can get our country, well, at least the U.S. Canada already has universal health care. Maybe we could get the U.S. to do universal health care, because then you kind of get that support a little bit. I mean, not necessarily like free housing, but having health care is
Once we
huge.
get the orange turd out, we'll be able to do a lot more.
Oh my God, I pray for
we'll
that
be
day.
back on track. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do agree. Like these places aren't jobs. Obviously these places need to be shut down. And
Oh yeah.
I mean, there might be, like people that are, I guess, casualties of the system, and it's unfortunate, but we still have to get these places shut down and banned immediately.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't think there will be any casualties. I think that we have jobs for them. They don't ever find them. We just need to have that
Yeah.
resource, like you say, that kind of just lines them up to find each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think a lot of the workers don't realize that they can get a different job.
Yeah.
And animal agriculture is smart. They bring people from similar backgrounds, similar places, and they form communities around them and
Yeah.
stuff. So it's very like mentally exploitative
Totally.
in that sense.
Yeah, that's such a good point. That's kind of like how gangs work, right? They're like, oh, you're in a predicament. We're your family. We'll support you, but you
Yeah.
got to be on our team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really sad. Let's see. I've got Mystery Man MG. Hey, Mystery, are you over
Hello?
18?
Yeah.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Because it's stupid, with all my respect.
Well, that wasn't respectful, but
No, that's really non-respectful.
what does veganism
I'm
mean?
really no. I'm talking about the movement, not about you.
Okay. What does veganism mean?
I don't know.
That's
Listen,
fine.
I don't.
It's a stance against
Go ahead, go.
exploitation of others. So I don't want to demand someone be enslaved for me. Do you agree? Does that sound moral?
Why do you talk like these chickens have a consciousness or something?
Because they do. They have a
How can you
consciousness.
prove that?
There's the
Prove
New
that.
York Declaration of Consciousness and the Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness. But I mean, in general, if you were to poke a chicken with a sharp object, do they just go, "Oh, I got poked," or do they run away?
Okay. Okay, sure, they run away, but then when they see another stick, do they recognize that it's a dangerous thing, or do
A
they forget?
stick? Why would
Whatever
they?
you poked it the first time with.
Oh, yeah, I don't know the full cognitive abilities of chickens, but they'll remember you.
Yeah, they would recognize it.
I don't know if they'd
as-
recognize the
They would
stick, but they
recognize the
might
stick.
recognize you. I know they can memorize faces.
And how can you prove that, by the way?
So the Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness and the New York Declaration of Consciousness, they go over thousands of behavioral studies over all these animals.
Okay, and what do they find?
That these animals are sentient, meaning they're having their own subjective experience of the world. They're weighing out those experiences and making preferences. They avoid harm
So
and
they
they go
can,
towards pleasure.
so we can have a chicken that has PTSD or something?
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's like, for me, like, in my religion, we don't treat animals like that. We
Why?
don't put
Why
them
not?
in, because it's, I know they are made for us to eat, but we also
Okay,
must
but you
respect
just
them.
went through this whole thing that you don't think they feel. So why bother being nice to them?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
just a
wait.
product.
Yeah, they are made for us to eat, okay? They have B12.
But why shouldn't
and
I factory farm them?
because it's inhumane, of course.
Oh,
It's
so
inhumane.
now you care about their experiences.
Wait, let me continue.
No,
You
no, no.
cut
I
me
want
off.
to know why you
Can I
don't
please
like factory
continue?
farming. Why is
No,
factory
can I
farming
please
wrong?
continue?
I need you to answer this question because I'm really curious. Why do you not like
I did
factory
answer.
farming? Well, tell me again because
I
I
did
forgot.
Okay, so it's inhumane, okay? And when
Why
we
is
kill,
it inhumane? You're
wait,
not
wait,
telling me why.
because they do feel,
They do
I'm not
feel,
saying the chicken.
exactly. They can suffer. Exactly. Is there
Can
anything
I
you
please
actually need
continue?
from animals?
Oh my God.
Is
Yes,
there
of course you
what
do.
what do you need from them that you can't get from other sources?
Wait. Do
What do
you
you
not
need
eat
from them that you
eggs
can't get
also?
from other sources?
Do you not eat eggs?
What do you need from them that you cannot get from other sources?
I need to know if you are
If you
only a
can't answer
vegan.
this, I'm going to move on. What do you
I
get
can
from them
answer.
that you can't get from other
B12,
sources?
for example, B12, vitamin B12.
You don't get
can't
B12
get
from the
B12.
animals either. Where do they get it?
Yes, you do.
Where do they
Yes,
get
you
it?
do. What?
Where
It's
do
in
they get their
their
B12?
in their meat.
It's not in their flesh,
We
no. It's in there
wait.
because they have a vitamin.
Can I?
They're either,
No.
if they're
Can
ruminant
you don't
animals,
please
yes, they
don't run.
do.
Don't run.
If they're ruminant animals,
Do you
they're
eat
given,
eggs?
would you
Do you eat
shut
eggs?
up for 2 seconds? If they're ruminant animals, they're given cobalt. That's how they make B12. The bacteria needs cobalt to make B12. So they are supplemented because they're not getting it from the soil anymore. Our soils have been sanitized. So they're given cobalt to make B12. And the chickens and the pigs, all those other animals are given B12 directly. So you're just filtering a vitamin through someone else's body when you can just take it directly. So what is it in animals that you need
Where
that
do
you
you get
can't
your
get from
B12
other
from?
sources?
Can you please answer this? Please.
No, you
don't
need to
just
answer me
like.
first because I need to know why you're doing this. What is the
I
justification?
told you.
No, you failed
Wait,
at telling me because you get B12
Bro,
from a supplement from bacteria. What do you need
letting
from?
me even
I'm gonna
make
move
my
on.
point.
I'm gonna move on. Done asking. I'm losing my voice trying to talk to you.
Right, no, he's not listening.
Was not. John, are you over 18?
Yep,
Why aren't you vegan?
because I'm a cynicist.
Because you're a what?
Cynicist.
I don't really know what that is.
Cynicism is the belief that all humans act in their own self-interest.
Well, I mean, even in your own self-interest, you should probably go vegan. I mean,
To
it'd be
make myself feel
plant-based.
better about not killing animals.
I mean, that, yeah, but also your environmental impact. Your greenhouse
But I don't feel better
gases
when I
would be
don't kill
greatly
animals.
reduced. What?
But I don't feel better when I don't kill animals.
Okay, well, Jeffrey Dahmer felt better when he was taking the life of humans. Does that mean he should have kept doing it?
All I appreciate that, but do you believe that there's a moral difference between killing a human being and killing a
Why don't you
chicken?
answer the question?
Yeah. What's wrong with Jeffrey Dahmer and his habits?
I don't think it was necessarily right or wrong what he did.
Okay. Well, then we're going to leave it there.
Reli-
Like, what?
What the hell? I knew that was going somewhere.
Yeah. If you don't believe in human rights, then where are we going? Like, I can't really help
Bro.
you. Like, good God.
Guys allotted all the human rights in the world to have this belief or whatever, to come on TikTok and have freedom of speech. I'm sure that if he wasn't given that opportunity, then he wouldn't like that. So
Exactly. It's a
it's
crazy
ridiculous.
perspective to hear people be like, yeah, I want to be on the menu. What? Because when you say
What he
arbitrary
did is
traits,
not. Yeah, what he did was neutral. Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, what he did was neutral. Oh my god.
if you're a guest of Jeffrey Dahmer, you better not say no to the meal. Better accept it. Or you'll be the next meal. Hufflepuff at heart. Oh, Hufflepuff is supposed to be like the most vegan group in the Harry Potter world. Hey, Hufflepuff, are you over 18? No. Oh.
Hello.
Oh, gosh. I'm so sorry. You sound very young. You need to be 18 and older. Although I do need a guest, but I just can't have minors up. John, I'm not bringing you back up. You just said that Jeffrey Dahmer was neutral. That's wild. I cannot have you on my panel.
Please, John, go seek therapy immediately.
Please. Like, the reason why we're saying it's immoral to use others is because we don't want to be used. You're telling me, John, that you would accept someone using you? You would think that's moral? I mean, I know you said that you think that all humans are only out for their selfish purposes, but like that would put you on the menu of saying it's okay to do whatever. You're basically saying morality is subjective. It's like, I'm sure you agree that you should be respected. If you're walking down the street, you don't want someone to poke you with sharp objects and steal your objects, right? That's why we have those laws. And it's not that legality equals morality. I'm just saying, you know, there's a reason why we put limits on things and say you shouldn't do this. Because there's a victim. That victim doesn't want to be used. Maybe you want to be used, but the safest thing is to respect all sentient beings by not exploiting them. Bare minimum.
He was saying in the comments that you made a false equivalence and that morality is subjective.
See, I knew it. I knew that's where it was going.
Yeah.
Regardless of if you think morality is objective or subjective, it doesn't matter. First off, we know animals, they feel, they don't want to suffer. We know that. We know that, right? You know whether or not you want to be used, right? That's all we're saying. We're saying because you care about yourself, why not extend that same respect that you demand to those that are also experiencing life? Which is to just not exploit them at bare minimum, you know? I'm not telling you to be a monk. I'm telling you to the best of your ability not demand someone's exploitations. It's really pretty simple. We got another 20 minutes. If you're over 18, please come on up. I want to know why you're not vegan. YouTube, I did pin... John, I'm not talking to you. I know that you feel like you have something to say. I don't want to talk to you. A lot of people want to be used. I don't want to be used. You're telling me that because other humans want to be used, it should be moral to grape me? No, that's wrong. I think anti-vegans give Satanists a bad name. You know what? Satanists seem like they're actually good people. They care about the planet. They care about others. They care about freedom of speech. They care about, I mean, it depends on which church you go to, but most of the satanic churches say to respect animals. You know? So, yeah, I would say that non-vegans, even though they're doing things that were like stereotypical satanic cult stuff, right? Because non-vegans, they literally are making a sacrifice of somebody else. So they're schmurdering someone as a sacrifice, and then they're consuming their insides. Like, if anything, that to me is an evil ritual that needs to stop. Gross. I wouldn't want that done to me or anyone I love or even any individual out in the world. I would never wish that upon anybody. Because they're delicious. Well, humans are delicious. Wolf Alpha. Humans apparently taste like bacon. Should we start farming low IQ humans so that we can have baby bacon? And toxic. I do see you say plants are living. They are living, but they are not sentient. No brain, no central nervous system. You need those organs to express sentience. It's kind of like saying a plant has kidney stones, but they don't have kidneys. You need kidneys to have kidney stones.
And even if you were to steel man the argument, you could say that the animals eat more plants than we do. So by virtue of that, you should be vegan.
It's such a funny argument that they make. They're like, plants feel pain or crop deaths. And it's like, yeah, that's still a vegan argument.
Yeah, exactly. You're giving us the argument for you to be vegan. There you go.
Exactly.
Congratulations.
Exactly. Congratulations. It's too funny. Well, crapola. I got no one requesting, and the numbers are pretty damn low. I wonder if TikTok dropped me. I must have done something or said something. John, I'm still not bringing you up. I'm sorry. You said you're for eating humans. What'd you say?
I said you didn't say anything, so I don't understand why they would do that.
Why
That's
they
why I
drop
just
so
thought
hard.
maybe if you changed your background, but you said you didn't have a different one. Sometimes if you change the background,
I did change it.
people-
Yeah. There's another one.
Yeah, or just anything even like that or something. Sometimes if you change it because like a couple of like you does it, you know.
Okay.
Getting slow.
Kind of change it up throughout the live. I can do that.
Sometimes it helps. Yeah, it brings in other people. They see it and they're like, "What the hell's this?" You know.
I see someone named Chickens. Do you believe that keeping pets is ethical? I don't think keeping pets is ethical because pets implies that they're a toy that you sought out to entertain yourself. I'm totally okay if you have a companion animal, someone that you rescued because you could provide a rich life for them. That's fine. It's the same thing if you adopt children, right? If you adopt children because you want to utilize child slave labor, that's immoral. If you adopt children because you have the ability to give them a rich life, that's awesome. That's how it should be with all sentient beings. If you can help someone, then yeah, you should help them. I was vegetarian for 2 years, but at the end of the day, hunting and the life cycle must require. I've been vegan 10 years. Lori's been vegan 26 years now. David, I actually forgot how long you've been vegan.
12 years.
12 years. Woo! Oh my gosh. Damn. Well done.
Please just
And
hurry
vegetarian
up.
is like,
You need to take those 2 bags down.
yeah, vegetarian. What is that?
Okay.
What does
Yeah,
that even mean?
What does that even mean? Right.
What is that? Like you still drank cow's milk and stuff? That's weird.
Yeah, that's meant for another baby.
Penny, why don't you come up?
Yeah, let's talk about it. I don't know what YH your something. I don't know what YH. I sometimes don't know the abbreviations, but that works for you, but it would never work for the general population. Well, I'm only talking to one person at a time, though. Right? I can't talk to the whole of you, the world at once, but I can talk to you. We can have a conversation.
We evolve as humans as well. Just because some systems are not in play or in play now, they can change through time.
Why can't I add them up? Maybe they're on a computer. If you're on a desktop, I can't bring you up. How come I can't see you, though? Lame. Penny, come on up. Just request up. Being a
can't see them
vegetarian. Say it again. Oh, you can't see him either? Maybe Penny left.
No.
Darn.
Maybe that, yeah.
Can I do it this way? No. Darn. I have a list of who's in here, but it's not, doesn't always show
Liz.
everyone.
What do you mean being a vegetarian isn't even easy? Well, it's the same thing as being a meat eater. What's the difference?
Yeah.
I mean,
When I was
really, at the end of
vegetarian,
the day.
it was pretty damn easy because I did put cheese on everything. So I thought vegetarianism was actually super easy. Veganism was just as easy, though. Like, once I made that transition because I knew what was happening, I honestly felt it was just as easy. In fact, I was even more motivated because I was like, I don't want to demand this. So I was like looking through everything to make sure I wasn't supporting it anymore. So
Yeah, when you
vegetarianism
find
is
your
actually
why.
really easy. Veganism is even easier. Sorry, go ahead, dude.
Yeah, when you find your why, your how is just like that simple, and it's a lot easier than people think. I think people just put up these big barriers,
Yeah.
just from outside influences.
Let's see. I saw if one chicken speaks English, I won't eat any chicken. So one thing I don't know why, if someone is nonverbal and they have a low intelligence and they're not aware as much about their surroundings, does that mean we can exploit them? And I want to be clear, like, even when I give these examples, I'm talking about humans with low IQs. Chickens, cows, pigs, they're actually very smart. They're very aware of their surroundings. In fact, they're probably more aware of their surroundings than we are because we get distracted with our sapience. They're living in the here and now, right? They're focused on what's happening to them in the moment, and they don't see an end in sight when it comes to their treatment. So we're literally creating a hell on earth because to them, they think they're going to live in this torture forever. So we're literally just torturing and making hell for others when we don't need to. We could make a planet that's for everybody. Hopefully I answered that question. Sometimes I kind of get going because it's just like, it's so clear. How do you not see this? So yeah, speaking English. Yeah, so if we had a human that was nonverbal, would it be okay to exploit them?
Can you imagine if those were the things that, like, say, an alien race came down and maybe they could fly, or, you know, they could swim faster than us, and they were like, well, you can't swim this fast, or you can't fly, so we're going to eat you and your family. Oh, and we're going to farm you too.
Yeah.
And give you, well, I can't say that on, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, exactly. I don't know. How would you feel if you were the victim, really, right? Like someone bigger and
Right.
stronger and apparently smarter. Do they now have the right over your autonomy? I say no.
Right. Exactly. Come on up, guys. You big men, you eating babies. Let's hear it.
Oh,
Let's have a conversation.
got one here. John, stop requesting. USR, what's up? Are you over 18?
Yes, I am.
Cool. Why aren't you vegan yet?
I am.
Oh, you're vegan.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. What made you go vegan?
I just don't like the fact that they're killing the animals. It's just
Oh, okay.
it's just not good.
What about like dairy? Are you against dairy
Dairy?
and eggs?
Nah, I don't drink milk or eat eggs.
Why are you against those? I agree. I'm just trying to ask like what your motivations are.
My motivation.
Yeah, for not drinking dairy or eggs.
Well, just social media mostly.
Okay. I don't know if you're actually vegan, although I do appreciate you wearing the title. So for a cow to produce milk, do you know what she has to go through? Even on a nice farm, do you know what is inherent in dairy?
Oh no, I actually don't.
That's okay. A lot of people don't. A lot of people think like a cow eats grass, they make milk. But what happens is a cow is actually a mammal. Do you know when mammals produce milk? Oh, yeah. I think they were actually trying to be a troll, and
I think so too.
yeah, but I was trying to catch him on it. Just for those that were listening, though, just so I finish. So a cow can only produce milk after she's given birth. So she's forced to be pregnant by the farmer, either by the farmer putting his hand up there, which is the most common method, up into her bum to hold her cervix in place so we can squirt semen into her vagina that we jacked off of a bull. So after that 9 months of pregnancy, she's ripped from her baby and we steal her breast fluid. We often will unalive the male calf if they're male because they don't produce milk. And the females we put in little huts and we separate them from their mothers until they reach sexual maturity. And then she goes through exactly what her mom went through. And about 6 years later, she's sent to slaughter, regardless of if she wants to live or not. And she can live to be up to 20. But we send her to the slaughter because her milk production has declined, or she's not getting pregnant, or she's just a downer. She can't stand up anymore. They'll literally put chains on the legs of cows because their legs will splay out from their weight. So they literally put shackles on them to keep them from splaying out. That's what we've done to them. It's just not fair. That's why vegans don't drink milk. And for the eggs, I'll sum up real quickly. They came from the wild. All these animals were in the wild before we touched them. We brought in the red jungle fowl, made her mate with someone that she wouldn't mate with normally, not someone she chose, someone we chose based off of their genetics, so that their baby was mutated to fit our needs. A perfect egg slave baby. And that's what we've done over and over to them. So every time that you demand eggs, you're saying, I'm okay with this process. I'm okay with you blending up male baby chicks on their first day of life because they don't produce eggs. That's what you're saying when you pick up those eggs. You're saying it's okay to enslave someone and make them overproduce something so that I can enjoy it. So eggs, although someone who has backyard chickens, they look like they're happy, where are all their brothers, right? What happens to them when their egg production declines? You know, what happens if an egg gets stuck in their cloaca? Because that does happen, and that can kill them. So often they're sent to slaughter, or the homesteaders chop their head off. They aren't people. Why aren't they people? Just because some human-centric dictionary says humans are people? They're a sentient being having their own experience. What else makes a person? That's just begging the question when you say because they're chickens. What about being a chicken means they deserve that?
They're just like baby birds too, 5 to 7 weeks old.
So much babies.
Yeah, genetically engineered. Can't even hold their own body weight. Like, look at them in there. They can barely stand. This is their first day outside. They were in a farm before that, a factory farm.
Yep.
You imagine how cold they were outside in that weather, in the rain. Like, often when they're brought into the slaughterhouse, they're such in rough shape that they either are like stuck to the crates. So when they're pulled out, some of their body parts can't come with them. They're put on the lines, and you see their bones are so frail. So they're put onto metal shackles.
I mean,
So
look at this individual.
yeah, like these individuals, their legs will sometimes even rip right off the shackle.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sorry for being so graphic.
No, it's fine. It's the truth. That's what's happening.
Yeah. And so, like, on a day like that, 100%, I always dreaded going into work because, of course, on a day that it was raining or it was really cold out or really hot out, you knew you were going to have a lot of dead birds in the truck. And then you would what my role was to collect the bodies and to put them in a garbage bag and bring them to a necropsy area where a vet would try to determine how they died when it was very clear it was due to the weather. But again, they're genetically engineered. They grow so fast they can't even hold their own body weight. I think it was averaged out they would weigh the same equivalent at 5 weeks as a baby, like 250-pound baby. So they can't even like people are eating breasts. They can't even hold their own breast weight up. It's insane.
Yeah.
What have we done? Like, what have we done as humans? It's absolutely ridiculous. And
I mean,
people would talk about,
Go ahead.
sorry.
No, please keep
People would-
going.
Yeah, people would talk about eating these birds like they live in their feces. They live in their literal feces and ammonia-filled sheds. Half the processing part of it is the fact that they're trying to get rid of the pathogens because they're covered in their feces. You can see in the bottom of it, that's all feces. Like, that's not mud, that's feces.
Yeah, that's poop.
You know,
Just poop.
it's poop. And people, like, they get put in chlorine baths. They get sprays, microbiological chemical sprays sprayed on them, and then people are told to cook them just so they can get rid of the pathogens, just to eat their corpses. Like, look at that. How is that appealing to anybody? It's not. It's time to move away from this disgusting thing.
Well put. I agree. Let's move away from it. It's time. Well, I think we'll end it here. I think that was a good note to actually. Oh, wait, there is one Should we do one more? Are you guys okay
Sure.
with one more?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, Bobby, come on up. Oh, maybe not. Are you still here, Bobby?
I love fucking chicken dinner.
Oh, that's too bad. Another rotten brain.
Oh.
Yeah. It's really sad when they're that young, too, and they're already talking like
Very
that.
scary.
Yeah.
The last 3 generations are just whacked out, man.
I mean, I do have hope. Statistically speaking, it sounds like the next generation is more conscious. There are fewer of them consuming cow's milk. And I'm pretty sure they're more heightenedly aware of veganism. I feel like when I talk to younger people, they more often will know the actual ethics behind veganism, which is impressive. I'm like, oh, wow, you actually know. All right, let's talk about why you're not doing it then. So, well,
Right.
I do see 2 other people. I'm going to try for one more. If these are both duds, then we'll just call it.
All right.
Northern Guide, are you over 18 when you pop up? Sorry, it still says you're loading.
Yeah, I am.
Right on.
Over 18.
Cool. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Well, biologically, my people are designed, 99% of our diet is meat. We don't have
99% of all the same the people that are your same race, or what do you mean?
We're in the high Arctic. There's no
do you think that you're not human?
Vegetables. What would we eat?
Do you think that you're human?
Yes, of course.
Good. That's good. So humans can thrive on a plant-based diet.
Okay, you gonna send me plants?
Well, I can't, but
Okay,
you can definitely find
I'm
sources.
not gonna starve.
Yeah, I don't want you to starve. I want you to find the sources you need to not demand animals be exploited. Do you even want to be vegan?
We're biologically designed.
So you're not human then? Because humans are not designed to use animals. We're not designed at all. We evolved to be able to digest a lot of different things, but we can thrive on plants.
We are scientifically proven to.
No, you're not.
Yeah, look it up.
No, you're not.
Google it.
Name it. Name one study that says people that live in the Arctic are not human.
No, we're human. We just have.
So you do fit under then the definition for it's healthy for all humans to thrive on a plant-based diet. You're under that column then. Good to know. So you can thrive on plants, but you want to abuse animals. You enjoy that they suffer for your pleasure. You do though. You do because you're not even willing to talk about it. What is veganism?
I am talking.
What is
about
veganism?
It's not using animals, but that's not an option.
That's not it at all. Veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation, that means to use someone unfairly, or against the exploitation of other sentient beings. Do you not agree with that?
I agree with that definition.
Okay,
I don't
so
agree
you do
with the
agree
ethics
you shouldn't
behind
demand
it.
someone's exploitation when you don't need to.
Okay, well, we need to.
So let me get this straight. You eat nothing else but the animals you hunt.
We supplement it, but store food is expensive. It arrives in small
What
planes
else
and
do you
often
eat?
comes.
Besides animals, what else do you eat?
Well, like a regular bunch of like 5 or 6 bananas. That's like 20 some
You're
bucks.
just eating
at our
bananas?
store.
So you eat bananas and the animals you hunt.
I'm saying we can't afford to eat from the
Yeah,
store.
don't eat bananas. Why don't you eat stuff that's actually local? You don't have any fruits or vegetables, canned fruits or vegetables,
No.
frozen fruits or vegetables? None.
We're 350 miles north of the Arctic Circle.
Okay, well, if you're going to live
there's
up
no
there, don't
veggies
you think
for-
that you should live morally? Or do you think that because you're living in the middle of nowhere, you don't have to think morally? You can just hurt whoever you want.
No.
Okay,
And
good.
it's a
In your society,
spiritual thing.
can I kick dogs for fun because I get pleasure from it?
We don't kick dogs.
I didn't say you did. If I was in your society, would you find it moral for me to kick dogs for fun?
No, I'd beat
Why
your
not?
ass.
I agree. Why?
It's not how you treat animals.
Oh, there's a way to treat animals? Why do I have to be nice to them?
Well, if you'll allow me to speak for just 20 seconds
Stop
without
complaining
interrupting.
about the conversation and just talk. What is the
Okay.
difference between other animals and you?
So when I kill an animal, let's say I kill a
You're not answering
bearded
me.
seal,
Why is it okay to do this to other animals?
we have to eat.
You can eat something else.
How?
You
How are we
can
gonna
order it
afford that?
online. Whenever you go to the store, go get plants.
You don't understand the reality.
You don't think it's a
of the
privilege
Arctic.
that you're violating someone's body? That you get to use
We have
someone
no
else's body without their
choice.
consent? You can do
What is
better.
there to eat?
You can do better. You shouldn't be causing harm when you don't need to. When you don't need to, or if you can go without, you shouldn't be using others. Period. Are you telling me that it doesn't matter that because you live there, you can harm whoever you wish because you're in a place that you don't have options to vegetables? Does that mean you can eat humans? Or should
I can't.
you find some other source? Go ahead, David. Say
No,
it.
was it like your
I
choice to
I
live
can't believe
here?
you. Yeah.
Was it your choice to live where you're living at, or was it out of like why would you live in the middle of the Arctic?
Yeah. Well, let
Well,
David.
what I would say
everybody-
is like,
Yeah.
what I would say is like, you've never had beans or lentils or oats. That's crazy. I've never heard of that before. I live in Canada as well, and they frequently have shipments that go up north. And people that are on TikTok, honestly, I have Indigenous friends, and they're vegan, and they find more than a plethora of food that they can get. So.
Before you unmute, I just want to be clear, veganism is a mindset about how you view other sentient beings. You view them as a someone. We understand that there are people living in situations where they'll have to cross their own principles to survive. But if you're comfortable living there, you probably shouldn't be living there because you're doing that using someone else, right? And if you don't have a choice, that's also an injustice. That should be remedied because there are people, I'm sure, in your society, maybe not you, but there might be dissenting voices in your groups. There might be people that don't want to use animals and they're not given that option. And that's not fair, right? What we're talking about is when you have options or you can go without, don't demand someone's exploitation. That's it. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not here to say your culture's bad. I'm here to say using someone without their consent, that's bad. And if you can avoid doing so, you should. Maybe you don't know. You're muted. I can't hear you. It's in the middle. There you go. Does veganism make more sense now? It's not that we're out there saying my culture is better than your culture. I'm trying to say there's a victim involved. Don't you agree that we should care about them?
I wanted to say we have a spiritual connection to the animals we harvest, and it's not easily explained to someone like you. But when
The
I
spiritual
catch a
connection
seal,
is purely for you to feel better about what you're doing.
like when
There was
I
a
catch a
time
seal,
There was a time when that was maybe a necessary evil, but we're not there anymore. You don't need to do this. We have so many alternatives and we have whole foods that can easily replace using an animal, but you have to want to be vegan. If you don't want to be vegan, of course, as the oppressor, you're going to get benefits from using others. That's how oppression works. You can
I
avoid it
notice
though.
when
Go ahead.
vegans never let me finish a sentence. Goodbye.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming up, I guess. I do interrupt. I will admit I do have a bad habit of interrupting, but it's because I've heard a lot of these excuses before. And if you understood where I'm coming from, you might understand why I cut you off. I'm talking about, like, if you saw someone kicking a dog, I'm almost sure you wouldn't have patience to hear what they have to say for excuses, right? You're going to just go in for kicking their ass. That's what most people say. I'm giving you the space to talk at least, right? You're stabbing animals. You're taking everything from them for trivial pleasure. So you're lucky I'm giving you that. And you would understand if, like I said, the dog example, right? You're kicking dogs. You're taking everything from them. Anyway. Well, I do see there's 2 more requests. I do see you, OBJ, and that you sat there patiently. I'm going to end it, though. I'm kind of tired.
Okay.
What'd you say?
I said, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Darn.
Yeah, I'm also sharing the room with my partner, and he's been very gracious about staying quiet. So I try to be fair at every aspect.
He's at work. He's in.
Yeah, he's a programmer, so he works from home. So he doesn't make a lot of noise. He's the reason you hear all that clicking, though, in the background. Saving the world. Anyway. All right. Well, I'm going to run through my spiel. Please, everyone, go follow the vegans on my panel. We got the 40-year-old vegan. He goes to slaughterhouses. He interviews people. He does street outreach. He talks to the chat. He puts out great content. Please go follow that 40-year-old vegan. Great vegan activist, please. And next we have Lori, Two Spirit Veg. She is hella active, always on someone's panel, always putting out great content. She is for liberation for all. Please go follow her. Ask her all the questions you can. Hell yeah.
Thank you so much, Anna. Great work.
Thank
And
you.
everybody subscribe. Please subscribe.
Please.
Yeah.
And then
Anna, big time. When
I'll be live on Friday and Saturday, but it will be anti-animal use. So keep an eye out for us. The Vigil will be on Friday. That will be Project Livestream with It's Mel and Steve. I believe, David, will you be live too? Or did
Yes,
everybody say?
absolutely.
Awesome.
I'll be live and I'll be with Mel and Steve. So
Right on. Oh, wow.
you guys will
Awesome.
all be
With
on
Mel and Steve.
YouTube then. You guys will all be on YouTube then?
Yes.
No,
Yes, we'll be on
Yes.
not
YouTube then.
TikTok. Okay.
I will try on Friday if I have enough energy to go live on here, but I probably might be tired. I might just make a post. But keep a lookout for anti-animal use. Please come check us out. And we'll be interviewing people on the street on, I believe, Saturday. So.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Cool.
I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you. And yeah, you guys have a great
Have a
vegan
good day,
day.
guys.
Yeah, and
You
I'll see you Friday.
Yes, let's
Right
go.
Let's go. Woo!
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. I'll see you guys later. Maybe. I don't know. All the buttons are in the weird spots. Here we go. Awesome. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you for the donations. You don't have to do that. And I know you don't. I know you don't have to do that. But still, thank you so much, you guys. Really appreciate it. I'm going to go see do you get any others? Nope. Just the troll. Aw, thank you, No Justice. No Injustice. Why do I always say no justice? Every time. No injustice lasts forever. Thank you. I appreciate your support. I always say the wrong thing on your name. I'm really embarrassed about that. No justice lasts forever, guys. Damn it. Oh, yes. Yes. Is it Tad Otto? I always, like I said, I don't say your name out loud that often. I just always want to call you Otto. What's up, Otto? Marissa, Lambretta. Keep your hands to yourself, Carnus. Mana Boy, are you vegan? Johnny Vegan Seed, awesome to see you. Spooky, what's up? Yeah, the meows in the background of Lori's. I think that was her son. Awesome. Lewis, I see you. Oh, I'm toking a joint. I realized you guys couldn't see me for a second. Just to outdo the trolls. Aw, thank you, Spooky. Oh my God, 20 euros. Good God, thank you so much. So yeah. $7.
No, I said it's more than dollars.
Oh yeah, that is more than dollars. I don't know what that is in American dollars. Thank you so much. Thank you, Johnny Vegan Seed. Appreciate it. You guys, I couldn't do this without you. Mana Boy, vegan 10 years. I've been under a different name. Oh, Fire for being vegan 10 years. Me too. High five. Awesome. Yes, David's here. Let's go. Yes, Spooky is awesome. Spooky is freaking awesome. Yeah, thank you. Dubs in the chat for Spooky. Thank you so much for outdoing the trolls. That really is awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to probably call it here, guys. I'm sure there's another... High five. I'm sure there's another vegan that's live right now, either on TikTok or YouTube. I forgot to check. I probably should have checked, but let's see. See if I can do it really fast. Oops, dang. Oh, he's not looking. Universe is live right now. Looks like Keith I might even be... Oh, just Universe. Okay, Keith just ended. Awesome. Go check out Universe. Let's see if I can... I don't know if I can share his live. Hold on one second. Let's see. Share. Copy link. Let's see if I can go in the live. And boop. Oh, I'm in the wrong account. Oh, this is taking so much longer than I wanted it to. Just so you guys can find Universe in case you're not as familiar to finding him on TikTok. Oops. Sorry, I'll take that. I'm just doing multiple things at once here. There we are. There's my live. And then we'll just throw it in here. Bam. Universe live. There you guys go. So if you guys want to go check out Universe, I put the link there. I didn't pin it, though. I can pin it really fast. Even though I'm just going to end. Awesome. Yeah, David got a new logo. Nice picture, David. Love the update. Pass the blunt. It's not a blunt, though. I don't smoke tobacco. Just the weeds. Awesome. All right. Well, I've spoken enough. I've yapped your ear off. Thank you guys for hanging out. And yeah, definitely go check out Universe. Like I said, I pinned his live in the chat. Thank you. I try. I'm just a Joe Schmo, though. I'm not perfect. I just want more imperfect vegans to get out there and speak up. Blunt equals joint. That's not true. A blunt is usually wrapped in hemp or tobacco. Usually tobacco. Or is that a spliff? I thought a blunt was wrapped in tobacco, though. Blunt wrap. But I've had hemp blunt wrap, so they don't have to be tobacco. Yeah, awesome update to your picture, David. I think it's great, too, because we can actually see your face, and, you know, we want to see you. So, yeah, I think it looks great. Make sure you guys go check out It's Mel and Steve. Go check out The 40-Year-Old Vegan. Check out Anti-Animal Use. We'll all be live April 10th. I believe there's going to be others, too. I'm sure Jake is going to be live, and I don't know who else. But, you know, we'll all be looking at the slaughterhouses. I love taking forever to say goodbye. I'm probably worse than Chip. So I'm going to end it here, guys. You guys have a great rest of your day. Have a great vegan day, and thank you for being here. Well, thank you. You have a gorgeous name? I don't know. All right, I'm getting weird now, guys. I'm going to leave. I'll see you guys later. Oh, you can't even see my face. That's funny. All right, I'll see you guys later.